Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Renegades and the Chargers. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of our Spring 24 Battle Court season. I am Andrew Blackman, joined alongside Stu Nyman here for the first of 6 matches between the Chargers and Renegades. Let's quickly introduce it. We get started with singles today, Stu. Goaga versus Benny. See the 2 players up there right now, 2 of the best in this 3rd division. Goaga undefeated at 3-0, Benny 3-1. Let's begin the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin the first match of the day. Goaga has the serve for the Renegades. Here's the serve. Today's game day has begun. Rebote forehand by Benny. That lands in and scores. First point to Benny of the Chargers. He serves.
And starting off on that rebote, probably escaped a little more of the outside of the court than Benny would have wanted, but landed in a perfect spot. Literally half an inch inside the boundary line, hit the cage. First point up on the board.
Here's the backhand by Goaga. Caught by Benny. Backhand from the 10 line. Costello 2-all scores for Benny. 2 points for Benny. And the Chargers, he serves. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first player to win 2 sets wins the match.
I haven't seen many 2-alls coming from Benny. Usually starts off with the inside placement, but that is just about as well as you can execute one. Costado, shoulder level throw from the left side of the player's body. 2-wall, side wall first, then it hits the front wall. Opening up towards the outside. Well done. 2-0 lead.
There's the backhand by Goaga. Rebote forehand by Benny. Rebote left side to the inside. Here's the catch by Benny. Benny again with the 2-all. That lands in beautifully and scores. 3 points for Benny. He serves.
He was on the inside. Goaga was ready for it. And take another look at this one. You know, again, when you don't throw a good 2-wall, you give the ball to your opponent in a very advantageous spot. Goaga's yet to track one down. Heavy 2-walls early on for Benny. He's got that Costado. Look for him to mix it up back to the inside now.
Here's the backhand by Goaga. Powerfully thrown. Benny, that's a tough for Bote, but he makes a save. Big bounce. Goaga with a fine catch. Benny on the catch from the 9 line. Karam.
That's a good time to throw.
Sidearm Karam from the sidewall will score for Benny. That is beautifully thrown. That's 4 points for Benny. He serves.
Well, Goaga just not expecting that type of throw. I mean, he was opened up.
Neither was I.
Opening up towards the sidewall right here. And when you do that, I mean, look at this. All of his body going back to the inside. I mean, he's opened up that way, and then, to get your feet in position and get out there in time.
Very well done by Benny. Throw the ball where your opponent's not whenever possible.
So we talk about with the backhand 2-wall, the right time to throw it is when the opponent is darting back to the inside. Not easy. Very well done there by Benny.
Here's the backhand by Goaga. Rebote left side to the inside. Scoop attempt tip. Goaga's on the board with a point, and he has the serve.
And as the front quarter of these 2 players, you're going to see maybe a couple more Costados from Goaga. He just hasn't had many opportunities to start off in this match. Kept that one inside, forcing a tough scoop, put it right at Benny's feet. Couldn't make the play.
There's a backhand by Benny. It's a backhand 2-all. That's out of play. 2 points for Goaga. He serves. A little too much. I mean, Benny hopped on that one too, which gave a little extra oomph.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Goaga was out there too. Again, Benny likes that backhand 2-all, but
and again, if it lands, it scores.
Yeah,
just got to bring it down.
Need to avoid some unforced errors here. Big backhand by Benny. Rebote left side. Here's a catch by Benny. Karam. will score. Well thrown, 5 points, possible set point for Benny of the Chargers.
Yeah,
so that was a bit more traditional play and a bit more conservative play. Well done.
Yeah, we've seen Benny kill a bulk of his points from the right side this year. This is a good example. A 2-wall from the right side, also known as the carom. Side wall, front wall, again opening up towards those judges on the outside of the court, just in the net before Goaga could get into it. 5-2 lead. Benny looking for the opening set. Wow.
That's a beautiful serve by Benny that scores to win that set. Point and set for Benny of the Chargers. Takes the first set 6-2. A minute 30 goes on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Yeah.
So it's easy to say Benny dominated that set. Did so with some conservative play to start things off. Then switched things up a little bit. Didn't go his way. Went back to conservative, aggressive play.
Yeah, I can't remember, at least this season, the last time we've seen back-to-back Costado 2-wall attempts for Benny. He's kept the ball to the inside, not throwing it with a ton of confidence, but today came out firing, and so far so good. Landed both of them in, up 4-0, and able to close it out 6-2.
Here we are on the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Here's where players take their breaks in between sets and to prepare for matches. There you see one of the best teams in Jai-Alai, Zulica, just up out of screen with Benny. There you have Goaga on the front bench there. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are in the first of 6 scheduled matches in today's game day.
Goaga undefeated at 3-0. Benny a record of 3-1. With a win here, this would be Benny's best singles season in his Battle Court career. Youngest player on the roster, just keeps getting better and better. Yeah, you talk about the traditional skills of a backcourter. Not as aggressive in terms of the shots, but working out for him in the first set. See if that will carry over into set number 2. Goaga will have the serve to begin.
Here's a backhand by Benny. That ball hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. Goaga goes onto the board first. Here in the second set, Goaga has the serve.
Just trying to pass early on at that point, kicking up in the overhead screen.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Rotate forehand by Goaga. Catch by Benny. Benny to the inside. He scores. Tied up, 1 point apiece. Benny serves.
And that's what you got to do. Mix it up on the Costado. Establish a 2-wall early on. Put this one close to the side wall. And not easy to scoop those up. A little bit less risky as well. You don't have to worry about throwing it off the court, throwing it in the pad. Very well done there by Benny. Ties things up.
Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand. 7 line. Rotate forehand by Benny. Benny makes a save. Goaga steps back to the 9 line to make the catch. Costado 2-all, beautifully executed by Goaga to score. He leads 2-1. Goaga has the serve for the Renegades.
And when your opponent comes out as aggressive as Benny has in this match, Goaga starts to shoot the 2 walls a little bit deeper. You see him backed up almost to the 10 line. Not where you see many guys throw them. I like it up in front of the 7, especially as a front quarter. Opened up nicely, good power, just out of reach of Benny. 2-1 lead here for Goaga now in the second set.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Ball tipped by Goaga at the 10 line. We're tied up 2-2. Reminder of the scoring. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Benny took the first set, 6-2.
It puts more pressure on your opponent's catching, too. I mean, he's thinking about the shot before he secured it, and it results in a missed ball.
Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Ball drops in and scores. That is a third point for Benny.
And he's mixing it up the serve nicely as well. I mean, throwing some with more of a bounce, trying to drop it right on the sidewall, and he's really going for it on this first serve. You see again, I mean, maybe not this time.
Here's the backhand. Robote, forehand by Benny. Karam, beautifully executed by Goaga to score. Well thrown from the inside, particularly difficult. Karam by Goaga. 3-3 is the score.
High-level execution for both players to begin. Goaga close to the sidewall, a little bit more difficult to throw the Karams from there. Just off the tip.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Benny to the inside. Goanaga's there. Backhand. Ball tipped to the inside. Well played by Goaga. He has 4 points and the serve.
Benny trying to get that Robote to pass and pulling it up in front of Goaga, not able to do so. He knew he was in for a tough scoop. Goaga just got it by him.
Here's a backhand by Benny. Robote, left side. Scoop by Benny. Cortada, stopped by Goaga. Robote forehand by Benny. Benny comes up with a clutch catch on the run. Backhand, caught by Goaga. Karam by Goaga will score. A well-played point by Benny and Goaga. Goaga has taken himself to 5 points, possible set point.
Benny going for a difficult combination, made a tough scoop as it crossed the sidewall on the inside, but got a little cute on the return with the backhand 2-wall. It set up a Karam right in the middle of the court, and Goanaga's been throwing him so well today.
I didn't even want to think that he did it intentionally, to be honest with you. It's like, no, he was throwing on the run and just tried to get it up there. But no, if he did, I mean, yeah, he's young. Yeah.
Throws a couple and maybe trying to, catch Goaga napping a bit, but he's locked in now in this second set, looking to push this to a third one, up 5-3.
Excellent catch by Benny off a good serve by Goaga. Robote coming out to the 7 line. Benny on the catch. Backhand from the 7. Robote left side. Benny attacks, takes it in the air. Hard and low to the inside, picked up by Goaga. Fine catch. Robote forehand. Scoop by Goaga. Juggling on the scoop, or after the scoop. That's 4 points for Benny. Benny has the serve. For anyone new to Jai-Alai, when the ball comes into the cesta, whether it's on the scoop or regular catch, ball can't bobble. Ball comes into the cesta, has to maintain contact with the surface of the inside of the cesta. It can roll, most often does roll, just can't bobble around.
You can see as he was bringing it up to shoulder level to make that throw, that's not Goanaga's natural costado from the left side. Took a little bit longer.
Control. Yeah. Goaga on the catch, backhand, powerfully thrown. Rebote forehand by Benny. Goanaga's there. Rebote forehand by Benny again. Goaga has this one midcourt. Low and hard from the forehand. Goaga on the catch, backhand. Benny takes it in the air, backhand from the 11 line. Goanaga's there. Rebote to the inside, and he's up. Goaga makes the throw. Catch by Benny in the air. Lost his footing, but got it off in time. Goaga winds up, hard to the inside. Benny on the catch. Benny to the inside, and the ball is scooped. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 5-5. So this is set point for Goaga. Potential match point here for Benny.
I think all Goaga had to do was clip the sidewall first on that costado in the middle of the court. I mean, he threw it inside, gave Benny the only play he had on it. And that's and honestly not a particularly difficult catch, too, on the bounce. And then Goaga tips the return. Yeah, he had him. And you see that expressive
I think the stutter step on Benny may have thrown him off, but the cesta stayed in constant motion. There wasn't an extra step. There was a stutter step, but a purist 30, 40 years ago may have blown the whistle on that, but not even close here. Here's the backhand by Goaga. Backhand by Benny. Rebote coming out. To the inside he goes. Benny going to take that in the air. Tipped it. We're going to a third set. Goaga takes the second set 6-5. Minute 30 on the board. We'll come back out and play our third and final set. I'll tell you, the two of them seem so evenly matched. Benny winning the first set handily. The second set got to 5-5. A little surprising. Goaga seemed like he was going to take it. Benny managed to get it back there. Benny more than capable of winning this next set, as is Goaga.
And good run late there by Benny to try to keep this just to a straight set match, but there were countless opportunities. That would have felt like one that Goaga gave away if Benny were able to close it out. You see some replays right here. Again, hard to the inside. Benny looking for it. Good scoop, and then just the angle. And opened up to the outside and just sets up an easy carom.
Really well executed by Goaga. Goanaga's shot selection has been spot on, especially the second half of this spring season.
High to the inside, Benny looking for it in the air. You know, it's always what you want to do, take the ball in the air whenever possible. Didn't need to be that aggressive on it. Had the rebote, but tipped it front ways. Setting up this third set here. Just a few seconds. Benny will have the serve coming out to close out this opening match.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our third and final set. Benny will have the serve for the Chargers. Here's the backhand by Goaga. Goaga on the backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand by Benny to pass. It does. Goaga finds save at the side wall. Benny handily from the 5-line. Karam scores. Well executed by Benny to get on the board first here in this third and decisive set. Benny's got the serve.
And just more of what we saw in the opening set. Aggressive play early on in the point. He gets it on the forehand up at the 5-line and just executes it so well.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7-line. Rebote forehand by Benny. Here's Goaga. Backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand. Scoop by Benny. Here's the backhand. Low and hard to the inside. Goaga follows it. Rebote 2-all. Does not open. Stopped by Benny on the costado. The 2-all attempt by Benny caught the pad, and the pad is bad. We're tied up 1 point apiece. Goaga serves. That's a tough shot for Benny. I mean, that's a, you know, he got to the catch and kept it on the left side. Completely understand him wanting to kill it with a 2-all because Goaga was nowhere near it. But from that particular angle, he was already in the motion. That's a tough one to land.
Yeah. Especially the way he's been throwing the right side too. You know, you want the costado, it opens up more, but it's a tough angle. I mean, that close to the front wall.
Yeah. Here's the backhand by Benny, thrown hard. This Rebote coming out to the 6-line. Catch by Benny. What a scoop by Goaga. Two all into the pad. 2 points for Benny. And the Chargers, he serves.
Kind of back to even after that missed 2-all by Goaga. I mean, he had him dead, should have executed and scored, and
absolutely
could have it easily have a 2-1 lead. Instead, it's the other way around. Benny now with control of the serve.
Again, each one of these players knows the value of every point, especially in that third set. Rebote forehand by Benny. Oh, that takes off and hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2-2 is the score. Goaga serves for the Renegades.
And off the front wall, the forehand Rebote tends to kick up based on the way the ball's spinning. And you see, not particularly high off the wall, but a lot of spin, kicking it up, just catching a piece, ties things up 2-2.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7-line. Rebote left side by Benny for the big bounce. Goaga from the 9-line. Benny, what a scoop, but did not have control of it. 3 points for Goaga. He serves.
Yeah, Benny was committed to attacking that ball. Goaga came over the top and just dropped.
No, he was trying to throw it so quick. I mean, it was before he had it in his cesta that he was already in the throwing motion.
Right.
We see that with some players, especially on that move right there. Make sure you have the ball steady in your cesta before you start to throw. There's a backhand by Benny. Catch by Goaga. Beautiful forehand rebote by Benny. Goaga, 2-all, stopped by Benny. Benny from the forehand. What a catch by Goaga. There's the backhand.
Great control there.
Rebote on the sidewall. Goaga advances, makes a beautiful catch. Hard to the inside, scores. Well executed by Goaga. He has 4 points and the serve for the Renegades.
Starting to see that front court experience here in the third set now. Look at Goaga again. I mean, putting Benny on the defensive, taking it in the air attacks, and when you establish the 2-wall, you get that much space here in the third set to drop it inside. Goanaga's got so many different looks from the costado. I mean, again, you got a drop shot. You can go straight outside. You can throw a 2-wall. And establishing and landing the first 2-wall that opens up towards the outside really just makes the defense think a little bit more and just makes life a little bit easier as you move through the rest of the match.
What a catch by Benny off a beautiful serve by Goaga. Rebote forehand by Benny. Goaga on the catch, winds up. The 2-all, stopped by Benny. Benny's carom is out. 5 points, possible match point for Goaga of the Renegades. Things just seeming to come undone here for Benny at the end here in the third set.
Yeah, I mean, just a slight miss on that carom. I mean, he read the 2-wall beautifully.
Yeah.
The fake was gorgeous. I mean, he sold it like he was going to go back to the inside, broke back out, stopped it, and you don't get many better opportunities to kill the forehand from that spot on the court, and just pushed it a little wide. This would be quite the comeback for Goaga. Decisive 11-point in set 2. He's got a few to work with here.
Here's the backhand by Goaga, powerfully thrown. Rebote comes out to the 6th line. Carom Rebote off the forehand of Benny scores. Bold shot, working. Benny's got 3 points and the serve. Still possible match point here for Goaga. I'll give Benny credit.
Yeah.
That's a bold choice. Sidearm Carom Rebote.
Boy.
With awareness not to get it into the pad. That's the look. He executed it. That's well, and that's why it's a good shot. Goaga was nowhere near it. Here's the backhand by Goaga. Catch by Benny. Benny powerfully from the left side. Goaga comes out to the 5 line to make the rebote. Benny's on it. To the inside it goes. Goaga clutch catch at the 7. Rebote by Benny. Low and inside. Goanaga's there again. Rebote forehand. Played hard. Goaga looking for the rebote. He's got it. Benny on the catch. Holds on to it. Here's the backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote 2-all by Goaga. Stopped by Benny. Benny gets this off in one fluid motion. Here's Goaga. Carom caught the top of the pad. A well played point by Benny and Goaga going. Poor Benny. Goaga still has possible match point.
Tremendous body control to avoid the screen.
That was excellent.
I mean, that was the match
and
right
also,
there.
Yeah, not hold it. That's not hold on to it. That was really well done.
And Benny's been reading the ball beautifully in this third set. I mean, a couple just missed execution on a few 2-walls. I mean, 2 of them to be exact, one from the left, one from the right. This set could have been over in his favor. Instead, he's got to fight back here to force a decisive 11-point.
Goaga on the backhand. Rotate forehand by Benny. Good catch by Goaga. Here's the backhand. Benny gets in there, trying to make the save. It falls just short. Point in a hard-fought match going for Goaga of the Renegades, taking it in the third set, 6-4.
Goaga comes back, winning the final two sets, 6-5, 6-4, gets the Renegades up on the board with the first point of the game day. Trying to get back into the top spot in our standings, and number 1 seed, the Renegades, on their way today, courtesy of Goaga, opening win.
As soon as that high-lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Take a look at that game day scoreboard here. 1 point for the Renegades, and you see the top 2 teams now. The Warriors in first. They are coming into today a full game day ahead of the Renegades, but after tonight, those 2 teams up at the top will be even on points remaining this season, and the Renegades hope to be up in first place after all 6 games this evening. We're going to hear from our winner. That was Goaga, still undefeated in singles. Here is the third-ranked player for the Renegades.
All right, Goaga, congratulations on winning that match. You're 4-0 in singles this year. Just 1 win away from a perfect record. What was the transition to this score been like for you, and how much more comfortable do you feel at this point in your career?
Well, I feel much more comfortable comparing with the first season. I think I'm getting used to the court, and every matches are difficult, but happy for the win.
Well, again, Goaga, congratulations on winning that match. See what happens today.
Thank you.
And up next, flipping over to doubles here, second division matchup. Gosheri and Ben represent the Renegades, Iturbide and Ubia for the Chargers. And 2 of the better teams in their respective divisions as well. Again, Iturbide and Ubia 6-2 overall this season. Flip over here to Gosheri and Ben also 6-2. There's the serve. We begin match number 2. Backhand to the inside on the bounce. Late call there. Ben makes the scoop. Hard backhand, stopped overhead. Here's Iturbide. Ben from deep in the backcourt. Powerfully thrown to the inside, picked off by Ubia. Ubia now wall-to-wall. Gosheri gets involved, turns the rebote on the bounce. One-handled again. Ubia from the backcourt, puts it on the wall. Gosheri with a good catch. Backhand by Ubia, dropping. Here's Ben, takes it right off the side wall. Here's Iturbide, backed up to the 10 line, able to pass from the left side. Rebote, forehand, rebound off the back wall, opens up as a Magic City bounce. Ubia from the backcourt. Hard over the top, Gosheri comes back, calls him off, and he turns the rebote. Here's Ben at the 12 line, another hard backhand. Ubia steps in there, takes it in on the left side. Rebote forehand comes up the middle, stopped by Iturbide into the carom. That's wide. First point going to the Renegades. Let's go Gosheri and Ben. Powerful serve, crossing, handled by Ubia. There's a backhand, powerfully thrown, Ben handles. Then from the 12 line, puts it inside. Great catch by Iturbide. Powerful backhand, stopped by Gosheri. Ubia low running backhand. Gaucheri there to cut it off. This one higher and harder. Ubia in the corner. Backhand. Drop to the inside. Gaucheri backed up to the 10. Full throw again. Here's Ubia. A backhand 2-wall. That lands wide. 2 points for the Renegades.
Unforced errors catch up on you real quick. That Karen by Iturbide earlier, he's been landing those. That landed just wide. The backhand 2-wall, Ubia tried to catch them out of place, just landed out of play.
Hard serve in and out of the basket of Ubia. That is 3 straight for the Renegades. Fault under serve. Second serve coming up. A good serve lands between. Gaucheri and Ben did have 3 points. It is a second serve coming up. A runner to the inside, stopped by Iturbide. Backhand blasted out to the forehand of Ben. Ben high off the front wall. Ubia looking for it, takes it in the air. Softer touch on the backhand. Gaucheri steps back to the 10 line. This one high and hard, just out of reach. Here's a rebote for Iturbide. Stopped in the air by Ben now. Ben from the backcourt. Ubia slows it down again, trying to get it to Ben in the corner. This one coming out. Gaucheri turns the rebote. Iturbide aggressively from the costado. It's a 2-wall stop by Gaucheri. Avoids the net, drops it inside. Iturbide again. This time puts it inside to Ben. He caught it up in the air. Ubia now back at the 13 line. Makes a powerful throw, wall to wall. Gaucheri backpedals quickly, rips it inside on the bounce. Ubia handles it. Low runner. Well, that's a little too low. That caught the pad. And the pad is bad. 4 points for Gaucheri and Ben.
Yeah, so Ubia with all that power, more than capable of getting it up onto the glass and in play. Trying to throw the low runner to the inside. Just caught the pad.
Can played at the 9 line, dropped inside. Here's Ubia. Ubia from the 12, softer touch. Ben steps up, takes it in the air, high and hard, and that just does clear the overhead screen. Well thrown. Iturbide gets out there wall to wall on his rebote. Gaucheri dropped to the inside on the bounce. Ubia handles. Ben again crouching down, makes the play at the 11 line, soft touch. Iturbide pulls it in. Ben at the 12 again. This one cutting to the inside. Ubia thought about it. Iturbide comes out for the rebote. Gaucheri on the forehand, going for the 3-wall play. Ubia tracks it down. Oh, right to the left side of Gaucheri, though. Great positioning. Iturbide between the 9 and 10 line, drops it inside. Here's Ben. Ubia now from the left side. Ben pulls in another one up at the 12 line. This one high and hard. Backed up to Ubia now. Gaucheri reaching low from the 9 line. The low runner stopped on the left side of Ubia. Ubia's backhand dropping low. Here's Ben now. Flying catch by Ubia. He keeps this one to the inside. Gaucheri from the 9 line. Back to Ubia, trading throws here. Now Ben now getting involved. High and hard, that one clears. Iturbide backpedals, gets out there, throws it outside. Good scoop by Gaucheri. Gaucheri's carom opens up to score. 5 points for Gaucheri and Ben. They have a possible set point. Look at Iturbide, throws it outside. Look at the way this opens up. Maybe a Magic City bounce. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, you see the little shuffles and the reaction by Iturbide. I mean, he was looking to maybe take that on his left side, and that opened up and beat him to the net. Outside serve, handled by Ubia. Ubia powerfully back into the corner. Catching 3 walls, goes Sherry in perfect position, turns the rebote. Big bounce, controlled by Ubia. Here's the backhand. Hard to the inside of the rebote, powered by Gosherry. Stepped on the left side of Ubia. And out of the way goes Sherry, left side rebote, slows things down for the moment. Here's Ubia from up at the 10 line. Big backhand of the rebote for Gosherry, keeps it to the inside, dropped it at the feet. Ubia runs around it and makes the save. Ben reaching up high, forehand coming up the middle. Iturbide stops it. Iturbide hard throw to the outside. Ben going for it in the air and just missed it. There'll be no shutout here. Iturbide and Ubia on the board.
Yeah, I don't know how Ben's supposed to catch that with someone screaming in his face like that, but, you know, once you see the ball right in front of your back quarter cesta, I know you want the rebote or you want every ball, but that's not helpful.
Here's Ben from the left side. Low running backhand, caught the pad. Certainly did, catching just a piece. That is out of play. 2 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Yeah, sometimes it makes more of a noise, but you can just tell. The ball was traveling down and kicked way up off the pad. Good call there by the front judge. Serve comes to the outside. Ben handles, opens up with a low runner. Crossing the side wall, Ubia ducks. Iturbide makes the save. Ben back to the inside, reaching in, makes the stop overhead. Just out of reach of Ubia. Rebote, power to the inside. Ben handles. Iturbide goes up for it, up at the 10 line. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote by Gosherry. Stopped overhead by Iturbide. From at the 9 line. Keeps his backhand inside for Ben. Gosherry on the move early, up at the 6 line. Turns it to the inside. Here's Ubia now on the forehand over the top. Fake the carom. Gosherry comes back for it. He drops it to the inside. Ubia up at the 8 line, advancing on the backhand, wall to wall on his return. Gosherry drops it high off the front wall. Ubia runs under it. Ubia now on the forehand. Over the top, handled on the bounce. Gosherry whips it inside. Ubia tipped it. Point and set. Gosherry and Ben take it 6-2. Minute and a half up on the board. We'll come back and play our second set.
Iturbide and Ubia warming up a little bit as they got into that second set. Gosherry and Ben pretty dominant throughout that first set. Here we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets. You see most of the Renegades squad there getting feedback.
And it was a pretty significant deficit to begin. I mean, 5-0. And Iturbide and Ubia finally got up on the board. The Chargers won this first matchup in the second-ranked division back earlier in the season. Take a look at exactly that was. I think it was back on the middle of March on the 18th. Chargers and Renegades. And Iturbide and Ubia got the better of Gosherry and Ben. I mean, that's the leader of the team. You have to stop Gosherry up in the front. Got a little help with the side wall on one of those kill shot attempts, but too much power or too much pressure early on. But Iturbide's been maybe the star of this battle court season. He's been so effective from the costado, killing shots. Just have to get a couple more opportunities here in this second set. See if he can do so. Chargers will come out with control of the serve. There's a serve by Iturbide. Our second set is underway. Ben handles a serve, drops it inside. That's picked off by Ubia. Here's Ben now from the 12 line, keeps it to the inside. Iturbide backed up, he cut it off in the air. Great catch off the sidewall again. The backhand just does clear. Here's Robote, that's right on the wall. Good save by Iturbide, gets it in the backcourt. Ben now, forehand to the inside, stopped in the air by Ubia. Ubia the low runner. Ben steps out of the way, goes Sherry. Left side Robote. Iturbide on the costado, hard to the inside, backing up. Ben scooped it up. Iturbide now up at the 9. Another backhand. This is cutting inside. Ben out of the way at the last second. Gosherry lays it up. All he can do with it. Iturbide attacks. Forehand low and hard. The scoop is missed. Robote not there. That's a point for the Chargers. Iturbide and Ubia. It started with a point this second set.
No fault for Ben there. You can't catch a ball you can barely see. Iturbide threw that ball from about the 5 line, 4 line, something like that, about as hard as he could.
Ben takes the serve up high on the left side. Low runner. Picked off there by Ubia. Backhand to the inside. Stopped there by Ubia again from the 12 line. High to the inside, just out of reach of Ben. Goes Sherry on the Robote. Powerfully caught off the sidewall. What reflex there by Iturbide. Ben now on the forehand. Drop to the inside. Magic City bounce. Switch from left to right and tipped it. Renegades tie it up, 1-1.
What do we mean when we say a Magic City bounce in the announcing? Side wall has some features to it that make the ball come out at an unpredictable angle. About 80%, 85% of the time the ball touches the side wall, you know what it's doing. About 15% of the time, you don't. That's a Magic City bounce.
Powerful serve. Ubia caught that one behind him. Blasted inside. Great catch by Gosherry. Ubia advancing up at the 10 line. Drops it inside. Ben reaching down low. Ubia backed up to the glass. Forehand. Backhand rather. To the inside. Ben reaching up overhead. Another backhand. This one a little closer to the sidewall. Ben steps out of the way. Gosherry left side Robote. Picked up by Ubia again. Ben thought about another one. Gosherry turns to Robote. Iturbide with a great catch. Backhand opens up to the middle of the court. Gosherry on the forehand, low and hard. Back to Ubia. Great catch. Hard backhand follows. Out of the reach of Ben. Here's another Robote. This one high off the front wall. Big bouncer is controlled. Ubia puts it inside. Gosherry, running backhand. Iturbide now. Powerfully into the backcourt. Ben reaching up. Ben now from the 12 line, hard throw to the inside, picked off by Ubia. Backhand, dropping low. Here's Robote left side. It's a 2-wall, just out of reach, thrown to score. What a shot by Gosherry. The Renegades lead 2-1. Hard serve, handled well on the left side of Ubia. What a catch. Right in the corner, Gosherry called him off. Just lays it up. Iturbide missed the catch. 3-1 lead for the Renegades.
Seemed like it was in the sweet spot there for Iturbide to make that catch. Just cut back to the inside. Ubia called him off of it, but
Iturbide into the 2-wall, thrown to score. What a combination. Takes the serve right into the 2-wall. Just a 1-point deficit now. The Chargers serve.
that was so beautifully executed by Iturbide. picked the serve through a perfect Costello 2-all off the serve to score. Beautifully executed.
Over serve, second serve coming up. And a good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. That serve will score. It's an ace. We are tied up 3-3. Sherry steps in there trying to take the serve, knocked down. That is 4 points now. The Chargers take the lead.
It's obviously Gaucheri's option into what serve he goes for. He really had no business going for that one.
Ben from the outside takes it in, the backhand right in the corner. Labote laid up by Iturbide. Gaucheri attacks into the drop shot. Iturbide going to get there. Iturbide whips it outside. That is well outside the court. 4-4 is the score. Here's Ben from the 12 line. Puts it inside. Stopped by Ubia. Ben reaching up overhead from the 12 line. Wall to wall. Bote dropped inside. Gaucheri, quick turn. Ubia on the hop. Great control. The backhand up at the 9 line. Going to get this one to pass Ben. Gaucheri all alone. Looks for the Rabote. Keeps it inside where it scores. Ball's missed. 5 points for Gaucheri and Ben. They have a possible set and a possible match point. That serve knocked down in the box. Point set and a hard-fought match going to Gaucheri and Ben. Winning in straight sets, 6-2, 6-4. Another win on this game day for the Renegades. 2-0, 1 singles and 1 doubles win. 2.5 points for the team this season now, added to their total. And they are up in first place, half a point ahead of the Warriors. We'll come back here in a few moments, show you that scoreboard. Before we get to our next match, third division doubles, Goaga and Arta take on Zulica and Bradley. Look at the game day scoreboard. Turn your attention there to the bottom of the screen, though. It's the bottom portion there with all 6 teams. Look at the Renegades in that leftmost spot. That means they've earning the most points this year. Half a point ahead of the Warriors. And those 2 teams will be deadlocked on points remaining this season after today. After today's 6 matches. That means the Renegades and Warriors. 2 game days left. And we have the third division doubles match coming up next. Goaga and Arta out there. Zulica. You see Bradley make his way out to the court. Before we get to that, we will hear from the winning team, Gaucheri and Ben. Battle of the teams at 6-2. They jump out ahead. 7th win of the year.
Congratulations on winning that match. This team got better off you guys in the first matchup earlier this year. What was the game plan to limit Iturbide's shot making up in the front?
Don't miss balls, fight, throw balls to the back, and don't miss balls as I said.
Yeah, for me it was a little bit different. For him, that was him up front. He basically told me if I get in a position where I catch it on my right side, which is my weak side, to make sure I get it past it to beat it. I can't give it to him at the 4. And we did, if you watch, we did that most of the game, so that's why we was able to be successful.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match.
Hey, Coach, love you. Happy birthday. That win was for you, Coach Watkins. Happy birthday, big fella.
All right, well, thank you so much, guys.
Up next, third division doubles, Goaga and Arta take on Zulica and Bradley. One of the hotter teams here for the Renegades. Goaga and Arta coming in winners of 3 of their last 4 matches. Zulica and Bradley haven't quite been able to figure it out this year. Coming into this one, losers of their last 5. See if they can turn it around.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. Goaga has the serve for the Renegades. Robote for Goaga on the left side. Here's the catch by Bradley. Bradley high and hard to the inside. Robote on the left side of Goaga. Bradley from the 11 line. Ball lands in and scores, well thrown by Bradley. Chargers first up on the board here. In our third match, Zulica serves.
Certainly a change of pace to begin this matchup. Bradley from the backcourt throwing a long carom. Goaga running for it, just out of reach. Arta doing the same. Effective way to begin this match. Got to start changing it up. Hasn't quite worked out for this team.
Robote left side by Zulica. Here's the backhand by Goaga. Robote, forehand. Save lands in. Here's Goaga back at the 10 line. What a scoop by Bradley. Powerful forehand, and Arta's there. Big backhand by Arta. Here's the backhand. Robote coming out. Here's the backhand to the inside. Catch by Bradley. Karam. Well executed by Goaga to score. We're all tied up, 1 point apiece. Goaga serves for the Renegades. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Bunch of shots in that opening match. Goaga sticking with it here. The carom. Look at how, really just caught Zulica a little too far back in the court. And that opened up about the 7 line there? 6 line? And he's back there about the 9 or 10 line.
Bradley changing it up to keep it safe. Catch by Zulica. There's the backhand. Zulica, beautiful catch, powerful backhand from the 9 line. Here's Goaga. 2-all, lands in to score. Goaga and Arta get the point and the serve.
Off the back wall to Robote. Look at Zulica. His first instinct is to go back to the inside, and again, he's at almost the 9 line. Trying to, giving his backcourt maybe a little bit too much support. Bradley's long, rangy. You got to let him play back there. Pretty good catcher when he's on, too.
Powerful, powerful forehand by Bradley coming all the way out. Ball goes off the cesta, deep in the corner. 3 points for Goaga and Arta. Goaga serves for the Renegades.
On a line straight to the back corner. On the bounce, a lot of spin. Tough one to control. You see Bradley had it for a moment. And just falling out of the basket as he tried to secure it.
In and out of the sets the ball goes. 4 points for Goaga, and Arta. Goaga serves. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. There's a backhand by Goaga. Backhand by Zulica. Arta's there. Zulica reaches up at the 9 line. Backhand to the inside. Here's Arta. Here's the backhand. Coasting to the inside. Backhand by Arta. Beautiful catch by Zulica. Zulica keeps it low and hard. Arta's there with a tip ball deep in the backcourt. 2 points for Zulica and Bradley. The Chargers. Zulica serves.
If you're going to attack Arta, you got to get it to his right side. He struggled in his first few seasons catching on the left, but he's figured that out here in spring 24. And look at this one. A lot of spin. Hits the front wall, the side wall, back across to Arta's forehand. Backing up, trying to secure it. Ball has a tendency to pop out of the basket, and it did so right there.
Ball tipped in the backcourt. 5 points for Goaga and Arta. Possible set point.
Communication just hasn't been there with Zulica and Bradley this year, and that's one that, and Zulica was in position. He's playing a little bit deeper. You'd rather have him call him off as opposed to Bradley scooping it there in the backcourt. At that speed, it's definitely going to make its way back out to at least the 10 or 9 line for not an easy rebote, but a playable one for Zulica.
Powerful backhand by Bradley. There's the rebote by Goaga. Catch by Bradley. Beautiful catch by Bradley. Here's the backhand. Bradley again, this time from the 11 line. Arta from the forehand. Bote forehand by Zulica, powerfully thrown in. Arta's there. That's out. Point and set for Goaga and Arta.
And trying to go back to that carom worked out well for him in the opening point of this match, but from that point on, mostly Renegades. 6-2. Goaga and Arta proving why. Winners of 4 of their last 5. I mean, this team, we saw Goaga and Arta. You're seeing Zulica and Bradley there. Bradley on the left, Zulica on the right for the Chargers. It's interesting to me the difference between the 3rd and the 4th team. I mean, the only difference is the front quarter. A little bit tougher competition. I mean, Zulica competing against, you got Goaga in this group. I mean, who else here in this 3rd division? Well, the only thing is maybe a little bit tougher competition, but Iturbide and Bradley have been spot on, still undefeated. Zulica and Bradley, just 1 win.
Yeah, not the same translation of front quarters here. You see Iturbide there giving Bradley feedback. Again, that wasn't a team that we knew how it was going to work.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in that opening set, I mean, it looked like Zulica was hanging a little deep, which took him out of position defensively, allowing the Renegades to score on a couple early shots by Goaga. But you just have to let Bradley play. You know, you got to let him play, and that's really the key with this team. Is they always just. It just hasn't quite clicked. I mean, the way that Iturbide and Bradley communicate, I mean, Iturbide is throwing a number of costados, and I don't even think Zulica had one opportunity in that set to throw something and keep the defense honest. Got to start taking control of a few of these points, see if they can do so to begin this second set. The Chargers, they will have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next set. Zulica has the serve for the Chargers. Here's a backhand by Arta. Robote, left side by Zulica. Here's Goaga. Back to the inside, and Bragley's there. Backhand. Drone powerfully. Arta. Backhand from the 11 line. Drop shot. Read by Goaga. Goaga to the inside. Tough play to the inside will score. Goaga and Arta on the board first here in the second set. Goaga serves.
And it's not really Zulica's game. I mean, when he gets it on the costado, he's got a lot of power, tends to throw the 2-wall with a lot of conviction, get it to open up nicely. He doesn't mix in the drop shot all too often. I mean, you can tell, hook this one to the middle of the court. Makes a much easier catch for Goaga, and then look at this, just hard back to the inside, force Bradley to scoop it up, and that crossed the sidewall right at his feet. Perfectly placed, very well done. Gets the Renegades the first point, is set 2.
Two points for Goaga and Arta. Goaga serves.
Quite the angle off the side wall. Killed a bunch of the speed. Probably not what he was intending, but worked out well for Goaga.
Big right side by Bragley. Ball's in the pad, and the pad is bad. Zulica and Bragley on the board with the point. Zulica has the serve for the Charger.
Maybe Zulica can get something going on the serve. One of the best on this roster. Doesn't miss many. It's a bunch of aces.
Good catch by Zulica. Backhand from the 8 line. Stays to the inside. Arta is there. Robote forehand to the inside. Goaga calls for the Robote. Lays it up. Excellent catch on the forehand of Bragley. Bragley from the right side. Goaga midcourt. There's a backhand by Arta. Robote coming out. Here's a backhand by Bragley. Powerfully thrown. Robote 4. Goaga to the inside. Scoop attempt missed. 3 points for Goaga and Arta. Goaga serves.
It's kind of a bad break again for this Chargers team. I mean, not going well and not having a lot of good luck with that. I mean, that ball was coming to Zulica's left side, hit off the front wall, kicked back across to his right, forced to scoop and just tipped it. I mean, had a good chance there on the costado, but front wall had a different idea.
Ball tipped in the backcourt. 2 points for Zulica and Bragley. Zulica has the serve for the Chargers.
Yeah, just too much power there. That's Arta's preferred side, off the wall. He's been making that play consistently in this season.
Here's a catch by Bragley. Bragley powerfully from the forehand. Here's the backhand by Arta. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 4 points for Goaga and Arta. Goaga has the serve for the Renegades.
I mentioned a little earlier, Bradley, I mean, more of a streaky catcher. When he's on, but I haven't seen him struggle this much on the left side in quite a while, Stu. I mean, usually he's a little bit more solid than this, but number of misses throughout this match already.
Bradley low and hard from the forehand. Arts is there. Here's the backhand. What a catch by Bradley, and a powerful backhand follows. Bradley again. Powerful backhand. Robote, left side. Five points for Goaga and Arta. Goaga has the serve. Possible match point.
Yeah, picked up the pace a little bit, but then that Robote escaped. But overall, solid play here by the Renegades. I mean, just keeping the ball away from Zulica. Obviously frustrating both Chargers here. A few chances to close out the match.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Big backhand. Robote coming out. Beautiful catch by Bradley. Here's the backhand. Caught by Arta. Robote left side by Zulica. Mid-court placement. Stopped by Goaga. Goaga to the inside. Here's Bradley. Backhand. Goaga on the catch. Here's the backhand to the inside. There's a backhand by Arta. Zulica makes a Robote save there on the left side. Floater picked up by Goaga. Caught by Zulica. Zulica powerfully from the right side. What a catch by Arta. There's the backhand. Beautiful catch by Zulica. Here's the backhand. Arta. Backhand from the 12 line. Robote forehand by Zulica. Arts is there. Bradley from the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Robote. Third point for Zulica and Bradley of the Chargers. Zulica has the serve, so possible match point.
A little bit of miscommunication right there. Haven't seen that often with the Renegades team. I mean, second season, we've seen Goaga and Arta together working very well. Arta expecting Goaga to be there on the Robote, but nobody home.
There's the backhand to the inside. Ball tipped,
wall.
point set, and a hard-fought match for Goaga and Arta, winning 6-3 in the second set.
Straight sets for the Renegades once again. 6-2, 6-3, and already 4 points on the game day. Renegades at least going to escape with a tie. They just need one of these next 3 to get the game day victory. Aratz versus Idribide will go at it in singles in just under 2 minutes. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Joe Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Joe Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Game day scored. You see 4 points up there for the Renegades and opening up a lead for that #1 seed. Playoffs in this season of Battle Court. Top 4 teams in our standings will make it. Those are the leftmost 4 of the 6 right now. The Devils holding on to 4th and final playoff spot. Renegades up at the top. And we're going to hear from our winners, Goaga and Arta, ready to go for the Renegades.
All right, Goaga, Arta, congratulations on winning that match. 4 wins in your last 5 matches. What has been the key to your strong record in the second half of this Battle Court season?
Nothing, just as I think I mentioned it before, practice. Usually when we come to practice, we practice with Rochery and Aratz. So practicing against those two, it's super hard, so that helps us a lot.
Yeah, like he said, practice and trust with each other.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
Thank you.
Second division singles up next, Aratz and Iturbide. Again, 2 of the better players in their singles division. Aratz 3-1. This will be his 5th and final match. Iturbide undefeated with a record of 3-0. Sorry, 2-0 that is, Stu. Just 2 matches played so far this season for Iturbide, which means I think you'll be seeing him last couple game days in singles for the Chargers. Ready to go with match 4. Aratz of the Renegades will begin with the serve. There's a serve by Aratz. We begin. Iturbide opens up with the backhand, dying off the front wall. Aratz takes it in. More power behind this one, able to pass on the Rebote. Iturbide. Forehand Rebote, passing Aratz. He drops this to the inside. Ball tipped. Up at about the 6 line. First point for Aratz. He serves.
Iturbide, so far on the day, unable to pick up that aggressive style of play that we've seen throughout the Spring 24 Battle Court season. See if he's able to turn it around.
Here's Iturbide, will backhand 2-all. Aratz doesn't fall for it. He stops it on the outside. Hard return on the wall. In and out of the basket it goes. Good positioning, just unable to make the play. That's 2 points. Aratz serves. Rebote forehand laid up. Iturbide attacks. The filo is too low. Caught the top part of the pad, and any part of the pad is bad.
Unforced errors throughout the day have been catching Iturbide. Again, an aggressive style of play that's been working for him, especially as of late, just slightly off today.
Rebote trying to turn that one fluid motion, just missed there on the side wall. Iturbide gets on the board. He serves.
Let's see if things are able to turn around here at all for Iturbide now that he has the serve.
Backhand up the middle, Iturbide. It's a long 2-all. My, oh my, that's going to open up to score. Perfectly thrown. That's 2 points. So 1 point deficit now. Iturbide serves.
That's what had been working for him earlier. We'll see if it's just a question of him getting warmed up. not necessarily you could beat Aratz just by being warmed up, because as we know, Aratz will score from anywhere on the court, but
Aratz from the left side, drops this one in the corner. Iturbide Robote pushed outside. Aratz has it in the air. Quick release to the inside, trying to get it past Iturbide. He's there to scoop it up. Aratz up at the 10 line, higher and harder. Robote's coming out. Iturbide makes another save. Aratz takes it off the sidewall, backhand up at the 10 line. Able to pass again. Robote laid up. Aratz attacks, has to scoop it up. Cosado sticks inside, big bounce, controlled by Iturbide. Beautiful catch, hard backhand, clears again. Robote forehand is hooked. Iturbide tracks it down, opens up for the carom, but that is low. That caught the pad. That is out of play. 4 points for Aratz.
Iturbide tried to take a little off there, knowing how close he was. Just the pad caught him. Needed to be just a bit harder to actually have enough power and speed to maintain its height and stay above the pad.
Arta the inside. Iturbide has the Costado. It's a 2-wall, and that's thrown perfectly to score. Again, back to just a 1-point deficit. Iturbide serves. Aratz has 4.
That's the name of the game in highlight. Volley, 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 and kill it when you have a chance.
Aratz backed up beyond the 13 line. Hard throw. Clears the overhead screen. Here's Robote. Forehand by Iturbide wall to wall. Aratz now scrambling. Gets out there. Turns it into a 2-wall that opens up to score. 5 points for Aratz. He's got a possible set point.
Again, anyone watching any film on Aratz knows that when he's got it, he throws it, and he throws it well.
Iturbide from the left side. Not going to get past Aratz. Good catch up at the 11. Robote forehand, powered up the middle. Aratz steps up into the 2-wall again. That opens up, and it scores. Point and set. Aratz takes it 6-3, minute and a half. We'll come back and play set 2.
So Aratz wins the first set 6-3. Players will come back to the ESPN 3 Players Cage, take their minute-and-a-half break here in between sets. You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently in our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the day. Singles match between Aratz and Iturbide. Here's some replays from that first set. Won by Aratz. See a beautiful 2-wall here from deep in the backcourt, executed by Iturbide. Very well done. Two-wall just opens beautifully and scores. Aratz has a couple of those as well.
We're ready to begin set number 2. Iturbide will serve. There's a serve. Our second set is now underway. Aratz puts the backhand in the inside. Iturbide cuts it off. Hard throw on the hop. Good catch by Aratz there in the corner. Backhand passing. Iturbide looking to get out there for the rebote. Powerful turn. Picked off on the left side. Here's Aratz from the 9 line. Passing again. Iturbide set up in the same spot. Big bounce. Cut off in the air. Aratz, the high 2 wall. Stopped by Iturbide. Safely thrown to the inside. Will open up the scoring. Iturbide on the board first in our second set.
When we talk about a player yielding, and we don't talk about it often, that's what we're talking about, is he had him dead to rights with that catch. Iturbide had Aratz dead to rights. And just left the inside of the court open for a safe play.
Rebote forehand sent up high in the overhead screen. That is out of play. Point for Aratz. We're tied up.
That ball just taking off and hitting the overhead screen. What a catch.
Great catch here by Iturbide. Aratz committed. Just tipped it there in the corner. Iturbide retakes the lead, 2-1.
Tremendous catch deep in the backcourt. Very well done.
Rebote forehand. That's up and away and out of play. Aratz to second point. We are tied up.
The ball's what we call escaping. So the ball basically leaving, you know, the ball is throwing one fluid motion with the player having control basically of when the ball releases with their wrist. And that one just opening up and sailing off too high. It's not so much conscious as it is reflexive.
Rebote forehand laid up right at the feet of Iturbide. Has to back up. Oh, hook this one up the middle. Aratz has a play. Little clip off the side wall. Oh, that sails wide. Iturbide comes away with that point. He leads 3-2. Forehand drop to the inside on the bounce. Aratz, it's a 2-wall coming up the middle. Iturbide cut it off right on the wall to score. That's a 4-3 lead. Iturbide serves.
See, Iturbide might be inclined to pass up on that one.
4-2 lead.
But no, he reached back in there and put it perfectly inside. Very well done by Iturbide.
High hard backhand. Here's a rebote. Iturbide keeps it inside on the bounce. Here's Aratz up at the 9 line. Hard backhand up the middle. Rebote dug out by Iturbide. Aratz attacks, takes it in high on the left side. Inside placement. Scooped up by Iturbide coming cross court. What a play. Rebote left side again. This one sticks inside. Iturbide now into the costado. It's a 2-wall thrown to score. 5 points for Iturbide. He's got a possible set point.
This is a bit more of the Iturbide that we've seen throughout this season. Again, this is how you have to play Aratz. You can't give him any breathing room. Iturbide's got to finish this off here. We've seen comebacks before. Aratz is more than capable of still winning this match.
Aratz from the backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote. Power to the inside. Aratz has it in the air. Backhand. Played right into the corner. Rabote forehand to the outside. Aratz read it the whole way, stopped it. That's a long drop shot. Not dropping enough. Iturbide tracks it down, whips it inside. That will do it for the set. He wins it 6-2. Minute and a half. We'll come back and play a third and decisive set. Iturbide comes back 6-2. And you said, I mean, that's much more.
That's how we've been seeing him play so far
that's
this
a guy we've
season.
become accustomed to. I mean, he's been
Look at that focus.
one of the best in all battle court.
You can see that it's a great way to show how a player has to visualize the ball when he's moving up on that. Keep your eye on the ball, laser focused the entire time you're moving up on it.
Aggressive in terms of the shot making, and a couple of those 2 walls opening up beautifully. Aratz, one of the best defensive players on this roster, reads the ball well, reads the body well, and still just not particularly close to any of the ones that are well thrown. Now, we haven't seen many winless days for Iturbide this year. Already dropped his first match with Ubia behind him. Goes Sherry and Ben in straight sets, won that one. Forced a third set right here. Aratz will have the serve coming out to complete this 4th match of the day. 1 point awarded to the winner. Served by Aratz, we begin set number 3. Backhand to the inside. All to wall, Aratz takes off early. That's right on the wall. All he can do is lay it up. Iturbide on the 8 line, didn't throw the costado, just put it inside into the chula.
Wow.
And that one scores, dying there in the corner. Again, Iturbide, the first point of our third and decisive set.
Iturbide has to take whatever momentum he's got right now. Again, you could try hitting that chula, that spot between the back wall and the floor 100 times. If you hit it once, that'd be impressive.
One's coming out. Rabote played on the wall.
catch.
What a catch. Aratz just ripped it off the sidewall. Iturbide does the same, back up at the 10 line. Aratz now ranging back for it. High, hard throw, towards the overhead screen. Iturbide takes off up at the 7 line. Powers the Rabote wall to wall. Cutting inside again. Aratz lays it up. Iturbide attacks. Gets there before the second bounce. Into the 2 wall. Thrown to score. 2 points for Iturbide.
You just take that extra half second, see where your opponent is on the backswing, throw it where he's not. Do it quickly enough not to be called for holding.
Hard serve over the top. Aratz stays back beyond the 13 line. Brings it in. Hard throw follows. Rabote forehand. That's pushed outside. Going to land in. Aratz on the 2-wall return. That scores.
Yeah, Rod's pretty consistently throwing that 2-wall from that spot. Very consistently.
Cuts the deficit to just 1 point. Aratz now serves.
Rod's backpedaling to the outside. We've seen him throw multiple 2-walls, especially he looks out of the corner of his left eye and he just sees Iturbide center court. Throw the 2-wall.
Aratz back there beyond the 11 line. Picks it off. Iturbide does there on the left side. Backhand. Stopped by Aratz now. Iturbide off his footing. Drops it inside on the bounce. Aratz picks it up. Just going to pass with the backhand. He does so. Rabote comes shooting out. Iturbide puts it up the middle on the bounce. Aratz into the costado. 2-wall. Thrown to score. We are tied up 2-2.
Again, Aratz with that 2-all. He will kill you in the singles on that 2-all day and night.
Iturbide just blasts the backhand. Aratz up at the 6 line. Mistimed that rebote. Iturbide jumps out ahead, 3-2 lead.
That is a rare miss for Aratz. It's very rare to see him miss a rebote right in that particular spot. Occasionally he comes back here to dig one off of the back wall. That's just a very difficult rebote, but rebotes like that very, very rarely misses.
Aratz right in the corner. Iturbide puts it on the wall. Good catch by Aratz, stepping up there at the 9 line. This backhand's coming out. Iturbide, hard rebote, right up the middle. Rebote kept to the inside this time. Aratz comes cross court, makes the stop. Hard backhand follows. Iturbide again, not going to get this one past Aratz. Cuts it off in the air. This backhand off the back wall. Rebote will kick off the side wall. Aratz handles comfortably. Able to pass again. Iturbide set up at the 9 line, turns it up the middle, and the scoop is tipped. 4-2 lead for Iturbide.
Again, a dangerous lead here for Iturbide. If he wants to win this match, he's got to finish it off with 2 straight points here.
Aratz in the corner. Here's the backhand. Rebote. Laid up by Iturbide. Aratz attacking up at the 7. Inside placement on the bounce. What a scoop by Iturbide. Right in the corner. Rebote comes shooting out. Aratz makes another save. Iturbide, though, up at the 7 line. The 2-wall thrown to score. That is 5 points. Iturbide is a possible set and a possible match point.
Again, if I'm Iturbide here, I'm going to try to finish it off with this first serve. Just blast it in across the wall. Aratz usually catches those. Try to make use of my first serve, but one way or the other, got to finish it here.
And puts it up the middle into the costado. 2-wall just above the pad. Backhand opens it up again. Iturbide stops another one. Low runner. Aratz backed up to the 11 line. Able to pass from there. Rebote. Rebound off the back wall, laid up. Iturbide gets that one overhead now. Aratz hooked it up the middle on the bounce. Iturbide into the costado. The 2-wall.
That's it.
Scores for the win. Point set at a hard-fought singles match going to Iturbide, winning in 3 sets, taking the final one 6-2. First point of the game day for the Chargers. Iturbide comes back dominant those final 2 sets to 6-2, 6-2.
Very much so.
And a chance for the Chargers to come away with a tie. They'll need these final 2 doubles matches. Up first, the 6th division, Joseph and Arta take on El Barba and Ubia. It's coming up in just 2 minutes. Here's that first point for the Chargers, courtesy of Iturbide. Stays undefeated in singles this season. Again, only 5 matches for the 2nd through 5th ranked players. 10 doubles matches for the number 1 ranked players. Iturbide more than halfway to a perfect season at 3-0. See some of the practice going on here. 6th division matchup. 2 teams in need of a win. El Barba and Ubia, just 3-5. Now Joseph and Arta just 2-6, coming off one of their 2 wins this year. Before we get to the official introduction of match number 5, we will hear from our winner, Iturbide. great double season. I mean, on both teams. We saw the second team, he and Ubia, lose today, but overall, well over 500. And then in singles, still perfect. Let's hear from Iturbide, ready to go. Second division player for the Chargers.
All right, Iturbide, congratulations on winning that match. You're 3-0 in singles this year. You have now played against Aratz in a few different battle court seasons. How much has his game and style changed over the past few seasons?
Bueno, sabemos que jugar contra Aratz es muy difícil
Well, we know that playing against Aratz is very, very hard.
porque es un jugador muy bueno que cacha mucho y que tiene un
He's
físico
a really
increíble.
great player that he just catches everything. He has a really great
Entonces
physical build.
lo único que he hecho es intentar rematar y acabar el tanto rápido.
The only thing I can do is just keep trying to throw kill shots and trying to end the match as soon as possible.
Eso es todo.
That's all it is. Well, Iturbide, again, congratulations on winning that
Thank
match.
you, thank you,
See
thank
what
you.
happens.
Eso, Charlie.
He did just that in the final 2 sets. Let's quickly introduce match number 5, 6 division doubles. Joseph and Arta looking for their second win in a row as they take on El Barba and Ubia. Always fun, Stu, in this 6th division.
Always is.
Let's continue here. Match number 5.
Joseph serves, we begin. Here's Ubia from the 8 line, backhand, wall to wall, coming out to the rebote. Joseph on the rebote, caught by El Barba. El Barba to the inside. Arta makes the catch. Here's Ubia, backhand from the 10 line. Arta on the rebote. El Barba going to cut it off, tip the ball up there about the 5 line. First point of this match goes to Joseph and Arta.
Barba, one of the most skilled players in this 6th group.
Absolutely.
I mean, he can make every catch. He's got every shot. And you see him going 4-1 early, trying to take it in the air, just tipped it. But they want El Barba to be aggressive up there in the front. He's more than capable of killing these points and leading his team to victory.
A little too hard. That hits the overhead screen. 2 points for Joseph and Arta. Joseph serves.
We've seen a different Arta here these last couple matches. He's throwing a number of shots from the backcourt. Led to their 1 win. They've been playing better, been getting close, able to finally get it done last time out. So far, so good. 2-0 lead.
Here's Ubia on the backhand, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out to Joseph. Joseph turns the rebote. El Barba's there from the forehand. Hard to the inside. Arta from the 9 line. Big backhand, out to the rebote. Bote left side. Catch by Arta. Ubia read it, caught it, throws it back, but my goodness, that hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. That's 3 points for Joseph and Arta. Joseph has the serve for the Renegade.
Yeah, good effort, able to track it down, but he didn't have control of that ball. Maybe he got away with a juggle, but either way, sent the return well in the overhead screen.
Here's the backhand by Ubia. Catch by Arta. Here's the backhand.
Look at that one.
Costello 2-all, beautifully executed by Arta to score. That gives Renegades 4 points here with Joseph and Arta. Joseph serves.
And really getting the most out of that prior front court experience. I mean, he's played the beginning of his career up in the front, and you can see, I mean, good form on the 2-wall. He's been throwing a number of them. He said at the beginning, executing them just like that. 4-0 for this Renegades team.
Here's the backhand 2-all, caught in the air by El Barba. El Barba powerfully from the forehand, and he scores on the return. No shutout here. El Barba and Ubia on the board with a point. El Barba has the serve for the Chargers.
And that's what El Barba can do. If he's able
Absolutely.
to stop the ball, he's got good power, puts it off the sidewall, ultimately getting it to score. He's got the shots, he's got the catching ability.
Juggling on the catch of Arta. That's 2 points for El Barba and Ubia. El Barba has the serve.
And also a tough serve coming in from the forehand there of Barba. Generates a lot of spin and trickling out of the basket right there. Oh my, that's a good
serve
one.
will score for Barba. 3 points for Barba and Ubia. Joseph and Arta with 4. Barba has the serve.
Yeah, let's see if Arta starts a little bit closer to the front wall here. I mean, he's back at the 12 line, and the ball took a second bounce at about the 8.5.
Barba definitely knows the value of this first serve. Good catch by Arta. Drop shot.
No, got him.
Will score. Beautifully executed by Arta to take them to 5 points and a possible set point.
And great adjustment. Got up to that serve quickly into the drop shot. That's a long way for the serving player to go to cover the front left corner, serving in the back right corner of the court.
Powerful, powerful forehand. What a scoop by Arta. Here's Ubia. Backhand from the 12 line, powerfully thrown. Robote's save by Arta. Here's Ubia from the 8 line.
A little too high.
Point and set for Joseph and Arta of the Renegades.
Bunch of unforced errors for the Chargers. Overhead screen.
Yeah, I mean, Ubia's got tremendous power on both sides, but you got to control the power. I mean, he throws about as hard as anyone on the roster, but those balls to the overhead screen, you could throw it that hard, just throw it lower on the front wall, where it has where it can kick up and not hit the overhead screen. But you hit those top panels.
I mean, here's the thing too. I mean, you gotta. I mean, look at who you're playing against. I mean, not necessarily worried about what Joseph is going to do off the rebote. I mean, you don't need every inch of to pass. I mean, Arta's a taller guy, but Ubia's got more than enough power to get the ball over him consistently. See here some replays, though.
Beautiful drop shot. I mean, nice catch after an ace.
Yeah. Arta a little bit, a little bit frustrated after a few missed serves in a row and right into the drop shot.
Very well done.
He throws the drop shot from the right side.
Very well done.
Probably, maybe one of the best on the roster.
Again, it depends on the player. You know, some players are more comfortable on the left, some players are more comfortable on the right, depending upon the shot. I couldn't even, for what it's worth, I mean, I couldn't even conceive of throwing a drop shot on the left side.
No way.
I couldn't even think about it. But the right side, I just feel like I have that much more control.
Arta throwing it with great control, scoring in the opening set. 6-3. Second set ready to go. Chargers with the serve.
Robote forehand by Barba. Here's Arta on the catch. Arta fakes the 2-0, puts it back inside. Ubia gets in there, gets assessed on it, just not able to make the play. First point. The second set goes to Joseph and Arta. Joseph serves.
Well, you talk about a good fake. Ubia almost faked out of his shoes right there. He was moving hard to the outside and just could not get back in there to turn the rebote. So well done. Again, you establish the 2-wall early on. It opens up the inside of the court as you move through the match. Well done again by Arta here in the second match of the day.
Big backhand by Ubia. Here's Arta from the 12 line. Powerfully. Ubia's there. Backhand. Arta, beautiful catch at the 13 line. Here's Ubia. Ball tipped. 2 points for Joseph and Arta. Joseph got the serve. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Powerful, powerful forehand by Ubia. Bote dropping. Barba gets in there, has the catch on the left side. Outside placement scores for El Barba. It's a point for El Barba and Ubia. El Barba's got the serve.
You just got to keep attacking Joseph. The way that Arta's been playing back here today and aggressively, throwing shots, got to keep the ball to the outside. Force Joseph to beat you. El Barba attacking him and in and out of the basket. First catch attempt went. And that's the value of having El Barba up there. Off the rebote, taking the ball in the air, whatever it is. I mean, he can turn it into a shot.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Split placement scores for Arta. 3 points for Joseph and Arta, the Renegades. Joseph has the serve.
You never want your opponents to get a read on where that 2-wall's coming up. And again, I mean, we've talked about it at length today, but just mixing it up great. I mean, he's thrown the 2-wall that's beat his opponent to the net. He's kept it inside, and now mixing in the split placement. It's just another look that, man, the Chargers just not really prepared for that one. Split them up beautifully. Neither player moving out towards it.
Karam stopped by Joseph.
Grabbed the net. Yeah.
2 points for El Barba and Ubia.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I don't even know if he needed to make, I think he just kind of lost his balance a little bit, which is why he touched the net here. I mean, he's trying to, yeah, you see there, trying to avoid it, grabbed it a little bit, and yep, referee sees that. They're going to blow it every time.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
And Arta was way up on that serve, almost scooped it. That was an over serve.
Here's a backhand by Arta, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. El Barba on the rebote. Arta makes the catch. El Barba again. Split placement. Stopped by Arta. Arta gets it back in play. Good read by Ubia. Tremendous rebote save. Here's Arta. Arta on the 2-all. That's out. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. That's another point for El Barba and Ubia.
I got him in the opening set on that serve. And again here in set number 2, kicking back across to Arta's forehand. Tougher to control there on his right side.
There's a backhand by Arta. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand to the outside by El Barba. Arta tracks it. Split placement.
Again.
Rebote will score for Arta and the Renegades. 4-4 is the score. Joseph serves.
Not the intent this time, but worked out like a split placement. A clip off the side wall. Ubia late to react to it. Again, really no play there for El Barba, and you see the reaction by both Chargers. Slow start to the day and not very lucky either. A good combination.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Barba picks the serve. Oh, going for the kill
no.
shot. Hit the pad, and the pad is bad. That's 5 points for Joseph and Arta. It's a possible match point for the Renegades.
After making that tough catch right on the wall, I wonder how much control he had of that ball. I mean, he dropped that almost into the floor. And you don't see El Barba hook those. I mean, we talked about his shot-making ability, and he doesn't miss like that unless he doesn't have full control of the ball.
Good catch by Arta. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by El Barba. Catch by Arta. He winds up. Drop shot to the inside. Ubia gets there. Rifles the forehand. What a save by Arta. Ubia has it at the 4 line. Arta on the rebote. Ubia with the catch. Backhand from the 10. Rebote by Arta. Midcourt placement. He makes the save. Here's Ubia. Ubia powerfully from the forehand. That will score. It is 5-5, so it's set points here for the Chargers. Possible match point for Joseph and Arta.
Game day on the line here for the Chargers, too. They need to win these final 2 matches to come away with a tie. Renegades have a chance to close it out right here. I ought to expect some sort of shot coming from Arta. That's been the best offense for the Renegades. I don't know if they've stopped one. The Chargers have defensively. See what happens here.
Powerful, powerful backhand by Arta. Rebote forehand, drop shot.
Oh,
Rebote
he got
will
him.
score and take us to a 3rd set. Well, I don't think anybody was expecting that.
That's a my, Stu, huh? The
On
control
5-5,
off.
I mean, that's why you need El Barba on your team, because there's so few people willing to do that, risk that. Barba is. Wow.
No, maybe not the best percentage of kill shots, but when they work out, I mean, they work very well. Off the rebote. That's a lengthy rebote, too. I mean, that traveled about 8 lines.
I mean, the timing is just so
9
perfect.
yeah,
That ball bounces twice about, I don't know, 2 feet in front of Joseph.
Yeah. And really, I mean, no reason to be frustrated for the Renegades. I mean,
No, they play-
tip your cap, and we got to close this out in the 3rd set now.
First set did not look like it would be a 3-setter.
And Joseph and Arta coming out hot, 4-0 in the 1st set. But you see Arta saw him on the practice. You see El Barba sitting there on the bench. Took a little bit of time to get back to the service box, and you see him here a little bit gassed. Don't know if he just kind of went for it and said, hey, I don't know if we have the stamina here for a 3rd set. Or to play a lengthy rally. Just got to go for it. Maybe we'll take us to a 3rd set. Takes the 1.5-minute break right here. And a little energy here as we come out for set number 3. What a way to close it out. Off the rebote drop shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our 3rd and final set for our penultimate match today. Renegades get the first point. Joseph serves.
And moving up on it. You've seen the slower serves that forces the backcourt to step up. Even both players
Ball
trouble.
under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Again, we say it, I mean, every day. The balls are that low. I mean, you're catching it at your ankle, your shin. I mean, it's just tougher to control. dying off the front wall, too. Not easy to get to those low ones.
Karam by Ubia scores 1-1. El Barba has the serve. Reminder, we're in the third and decisive set. First team to reach 6 points will win this match.
And if he throws it that high next time, I'd like to see Joseph step up and try to take this in the air. I mean, he went for a difficult scoop, and he's fast enough. You see, he's just flat-footed, and that bounces right in front of him. All he has to do is take one step up, and he secures that in the air. They haven't been testing him on the outside. Maybe now in this third set, you're going to see a couple more shots making their way towards Joseph.
Backhand by Arta. Rotate by El Barba. Split placement will score. 2 points for El Barba and Ubia. El Barba serves.
You don't have to throw it perfectly, especially in this division of doubles. Test the opposing 6th-ranked player up in the front, force him to make that catch where he switches from right to left. Not many can do that consistently. And Joseph definitely prefers that right over his left. If you can attack Joseph's left side, it'd really work out well for the opponent.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. The good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Arta. Robote forehand by El Barba. That clears the overhead screen. Robote for Arta again. Here's Ubia. Powerful 2-all stop by Joseph. Split placement. Stopped by Ubia. Ubia powerfully from the forehand. Arta looking for the Robote. He makes the save to the outside. Catch by Ubia. Ubia powerfully from the forehand. Arta makes the save. Powerful throw to the inside. Arta, beautiful catch at the 9 line. Here's Ubia.
Great grab.
Great grab off the side wall. Robote coming out. Arta keeps the Robote for himself. The 2-all off of El Barba's cesta. Well played. 2-2.
He was there. I mean, positioning. Pretty well done. Look at this. The 2-all, though. To make that catch, and I think he expects it as well. I'm maybe thinking about the return throw, killing the point and giving his team a 2-point lead instead. We're tied up.
Beautiful scoop by Arta. Here's the backhand. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by El Barba. That touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3 points for Joseph and Arta. Joseph has the serve.
Just did catch a piece of the rail. And also a little bit of the overhead screen right towards the inside of the court. Good call again by the official.
Split placement. Stopped by Arta. Dropped by Arta. That's 3-3. El Barba serves.
Just overcomplicated that catch a little bit. Arta tried to run around it. That had a big bounce. Difficult to control when they're up that high. That's a right-sided catch, and I think you're seeing him talk to Josie. He said, should have taken that on my right. He's been solid there all day long. The ball doesn't, from that direction, doesn't have a ton of spin, so it wasn't really going to trip him up.
In and out of the cesta the ball goes. That's a point for the Chargers, El Barba and Ubia. El Barba serves.
You know, it's all about which wall that ball hits first. I mean, when the carom is thrown, it hits side wall, front wall, a little bit less spin, so easier to control. Off the serve, front wall, side wall, ball spinning the opposite direction. You really have to secure the catch, almost trap that ball on the right side. You see a lot of players do that. Arta trying to get it in there to secure it, but it's got so much spin. Ball doesn't want to stay in the basket.
What a catch by Ubia deep in the backcourt that goes to the side wall. Arta with a tremendous catch at the 9 line.
It's coming out.
Bio, Barba back to the inside. Arta's there. Arta on the 2-all.
Oh.
The scoop attempt is tipped. 4-4 is the score. Joseph serves.
Got to communicate, Stu. And you see again, backcourter has to be, I mean, you got to scream, yell, whatever you have to do to get the attention of your front quarter to pull the cesta out of the way. I mean, that is an impossible catch for El Barba, a scoop, and Ubia's got it lined up on the forehand. You could have made that catch easily. Just not as easy out there on the actual court.
Powerful forehand, caught by Arta. Here's the backhand, wall to wall. Bio, Barba, split placement attempt, stopped on the forehand of Arta. Possible match point for El Barba and Ubia of the Chargers.
That is a tough, tough drop shot. And was that, I mean, he throws it well, Stu, but from the 10 line, you know, El Barba's a little bit tired. Force him to run up there and make a stop, but that is a low percentage throw.
Here's a backhand by Arta. Ubia, tough catch behind the 13 line. Big backhand goes off
tipped.
the cesta to score. That is point set and a well-played match to our El Barba and Ubia, winning in the third set, 6-4.
And the Chargers come back, keep the game day alive. They played 30 points in that one. The Chargers get it done again, winning the final 2 sets, 6-5, 6-4. Up next, top-ranked doubles to close it out. Go Sherry and Aratz against Zulica and Benny in just about 2 minutes.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
And that game day, awfully interesting now. 1 match to go, 1.5 points up for grabs. Chargers can tie things up. Also move themselves maybe closer to second place to potentially overtake the Warriors and have the seed advantage in the playoffs. The playoffs, it will be a best-of-7 series. All 6 doubles teams will play. If after all 6 doubles matches we are tied at 3-3, the higher-seeded team will choose one doubles team to come back out and play a tie-breaking set. Just one set up to 6 points. So it's a pretty big advantage for being a 1 or 2 seed in the semifinal round. Chargers hoping that they can maybe sneak into the number 2 spot and overtake the Warriors. We're ready to go with the introduction of our final match of the game day. And we're going to see the top-ranked doubles match. Gaucheri and Aratz against Zulica and Benny. Gaucheri and Aratz compiled a record of 6-2 so far this season. Zulica and Benny, one of the better top teams as well, 5-2 to begin this season. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our final match of the game day. Gaucheri and Aratz serve to Zulica and Benny. There's the serve. Our final match is underway. Backhand right in the corner. Rebote power to the inside by Gaucheri. Here's Zulica. Backhand stopped by Aratz. What a good catch. Takes it right off the numbers. Benny does the same back at the 13 line. Here's Zulica up at the 9 line. Backhand. Gaucheri comes flying in to make the catch. That backhand got away from Aratz. That's up in the overhead screen and out of play. Zulica and Benny on the board first in our final match. Here's Benny, back at the 12 line. Drop to the inside. Gaucheri's backed up to the 10. Powers the backhand, picked off the sidewall by Benny. Aratz now, back at the 13. Keeps it to the inside. Benny now. Back to the left side of Aratz. Back quarters, trading throws here. Benny again from the left side. Picked off by Aratz, now up at the 11. On the backhand, this one a little closer to the sidewall. Benny handles. High and hard, this one clears the overhead screen. Aratz out of the way. Gaucheri, right side Rebote. Benny again. On the wall where it scores. 2 points for Zulica and Benny.
Gaucheri tipping the ball away there at the side wall.
Backhand to the inside. What a catch by Benny. Back behind him. Undropped at the feet of Gaucheri. Steps out of the way. Aratz on the backcourt. Forehand picked off the sidewall. Good aggressive play by Zulica. Aratz now from the inside. High hard backhand. Benny stops it. Benny from the 11 line. Sidearm play to the inside. Here's a Rebote now. Gaucheri keeps it inside. Benny on the forehand committed. Makes the stop. Drops between the Renegades. Gaucheri comes back. Rebote played on the left side. Benny again. Aratz now. Hard throw, picked off overhead. Benny now. This one opens up to the middle of the court. Aratz keeps it on the left side. Acostado along 2-wall. Here's Zulica, gets it before it's in the net. Back to Aratz. Great scoop deep in the backcourt. Zulica back on the inside up at the 8 line. Hard throw. Aratz is backed up to the glass, makes the stop. Benny at the 12 line. Here's Aratz. Drops this one to the inside. Zulica's able to cut it off. Hard throw. On the wall. Good catch again. Benny out of the way. Zulica, powerful right side Rebote. Caught in the air by Aratz. Backhand hard up the middle. Zulica stops another one. Zulica again from the left side. Into the drop shot. Gaucheri comes back for it. Good positioning. He whips the philo outside. Zulica scooped it. The 2-wall scores. 3-0. Chargers lead. Robote left side, Gaucheri hard throw up the middle. Benny steps up, takes it in the air, forehand. Back to the inside, Gaucheri comes cross court. A 2-all, not opening up enough. Zulica stops another one. Zulica low and hard. Aratz gets out there, makes a one-handed diving save.
Beautiful.
Benny attacks up at the 7 line, low and hard, off the side wall. Aratz handles on the bounce, backhand. Zulica now into the backcourt. Now looks for the Robote, makes a save. Back to the inside, Gaucheri now, drops it above the pad. Zulica, good scoop. Hard backhand follows. Aratz in the corner. Here's Benny now. From the 11 line to the inside, Robote again coming out on the wall, and it's missed. 4 straight points for Zulica and Benny.
Ball is right on the side wall. So difficult to make that Robote right there. See, the most aggressive play we've seen from Zulica today. Something about the big confidence that he has with Benny in the back.
Backhand to the inside. Aratz takes it in up at the 12. Benny, high and hard, back to the inside. Aratz pulls it in. This one passes. Zulica on the Robote, powers it wall to wall, past both Renegades. Gaucheri backpedals, whips the split placement. Benny stops it. Benny low and hard on the return. Aratz gets up to it before the second bounce. Zulica at the 9. Aratz now back at the 12 line, hard to the inside, picked off by Benny. Robote for Gaucheri, dropped inside again. Zulica into the 2-wall, scooped up by Gaucheri. Gaucheri hard back to the inside. Benny runs around it in perfect position. He gets the Robote. Aratz looking for it on the back end, drops it inside. It's a big bounce. Benny stays back, now attacks up at the 10 line. Forehand dropping inside. Gaucheri takes it, whips the philo. That's missed on the bounce. Gaucheri and Aratz get on the board.
They avoid a shutout. That ball was right in Zulica's cesta. My, oh my.
Powerful serve. Here's Benny. Big backhand. Up to the 6 line. Gaucheri whips Robote again. Split placement. Benny stops it. Benny sidearm throw. Aratz looking to get out there. He makes another good save. It's a 2-all return. Cut off in the air. Zulica hard to the inside. Aratz backing up. He scooped it up. Benny now up at the 9 line. Powerful backhand out of reach. Gaucheri now on the move. Powers it to the inside. Benny handles it. Great catch. Our backhand stopped again by Benny in the corner. This one opens up. Out of reach of Aratz. Gaucheri on the Robote. Whips it inside, and it's missed. Second point for Gaucheri and Aratz. Backhand to the inside, this one out of reach. Robote forehand for Zulica. Robote forehand by Gaucheri, drops it inside. Here's Zulica. Inside placement. Aratz scoops up another one. Here's the backhand from the corner. Benny keeps it on the left side. Here's the backhand, kicks off the sidewall. Aratz backhand 2-wall. Scooped up by Zulica. Zulica, hard throw, 3-wall play. Gaucheri in perfect position, drops it to the inside. Benny, Robote from the forehand. Gaucheri now attacking, stops it on the bounce. Forehand delivered inside. Benny scooped it up. Aratz takes it in the air. High, hard throw on the wall. Another Robote, this time for Zulica. Gaucheri cuts it off. Drops it inside. Benny steps up. Gaucheri up at the 5 line at the feet of Benny. Has a scoop on the forehand. The sidearm. Karam stopped by Gaucheri. What a scoop. Hard throw to the inside.
What a catch by Benny.
Scooped up. The backhand is in the screen. What a catch. Well, that's going to be a point for Gaucheri and Aratz. They've cut the deficit to just 1.
So phenomenal scoop by Gaucheri and return. Phenomenal scoop and Benny. Just the return wasn't there.
I mean, you're not expecting the sidearm carom here. I mean, look at Gaucheri. Got it, I mean, right on the tip.
Beautiful
scooped
scoop
it
by
up.
Gaucheri.
His catch by Benny. I mean, the first part, incredible.
Yeah.
And then, just a little too much wrist action there. Flicked it up in the screen. Out of play. Well done. What a catch
by Benny.
Yeah, Benny ripped that one off the sidewall. Benny reaching up overhead from the 11 line. This one sticks inside. Aratz out of the way. Gaucheri right side. Robote. Zulica up at the 6. Backhand. Hard to the inside on
Tipped.
the wall where it scores. 5 points for Zulica and Benny. They got a possible set point.
That was a beautiful throw by Zulica. Again, Aratz doesn't miss much. In fact, he barely misses anything. But this ball is way close to the side wall, crossing in the back. You'll see. Right there, that ball is on the wall between the 12 and 13 line. That's a tough catch for anybody, even Aratz.
Hard serve handled there by Aratz. Big backhand. Benny out of the way. Zulica, Robote, that's dropping low. Aratz calls him off. Benny takes it in on the outside. Low and hard on the return. Aratz scooped it up. Backhand. Benny reaching down low. Forehand, higher and harder this time. Aratz steps away. Gaucheri, left side Robote. Picked off in the air. Zulica into the costado. The 2-wall, stopped on the bounce. Gaucheri, hard throw. That'll get by both Chargers, and it scores. Still going here. Gaucheri and Aratz have 4. Zulica and Benny with a possible set point.
Such high energy in this match. Zulica often deadly with that costado 2-wall. Just not today. Just not today. He's been scoring more to the inside. Gaucheri was there for that one. Still possible set point here for the Chargers.
Benny from the left side. There's a strong backhand. Gaucheri makes a Robote save on the wall with a big bounce. Benny controls it. Powerful backhand on the return. Gaucheri again keeps it inside. Zulica inside placement. Aratz runs around it and he makes a save. Zulica attacking, cuts it off in the air. Backhand just out of reach. Gaucheri calls him off up at the 7 line. Drops the Robote inside. Benny on the forehand. Lower and harder. Aratz. Gaucheri rather. Oh, what a pick by Benny. Late reaction, gets it off. Forehand just above the pad. Scooped up by Gaucheri. Benny reaching in up high on the left side. Low running backhand. He's come shooting out. Aratz makes another save. Zulica cuts it off low. And the costado 2-wall is out. Five points for Gaucheri and Aratz. The challenge has been requested by the Chargers. So challenge has been requested here by the Chargers. And again, the original call was out. So if replay deems that the ball was in play, we will replay the point. So again, 5-4. The 2-wall as thrown by Zulica was called out.
And once again, we're under replay here.
With these, Zulica has a lot of cut. The ball opens up off the front and the side wall, and it drops low.
Ball can't touch any part. I mean, we are in the last
know.
match of the day. It's 5-5.
No, it's the right time to use it. It'd be a bit of a shame here that, that was a perfectly thrown 2-wall. It's either in or out. I don't think the Renegades would have been able to return it, but we'll see what the replay says right here. Take a look here. Oh, if that's the ball mark, I think it's out.
Touches any part of that line.
Let's look here.
That's
close, out. But yeah, you see just catching a piece.
Out.
Yeah.
It's out. Good time to call it, though.
Little white there on the red line. Any part of the ball on the line. Ball is out of play. Replay confirms the call by the judges. That is a 5th point for Gaucheri and Aratz. We are tied up at 5-5 now. It is set point. Benny handles a serve on the left side. The backhand stopped by Aratz. Opens up to the outside. Zulica on the rebote. Big bouncer. Played to the inside. Aratz controls it. The forehand dropping low. Zulica rather out of the way. Benny from the left side. Powerful backhand. Picked off by Aratz. Benny again reaching up. Hard throw. Kept inside. Aratz pulls in another one. Here's Benny. 12 line. Deep in the backcourt. Gets this one to pass. Gaucheri on the move, up at the 6, delivers it inside, picked off. Here's Zulica. Inside placement, Aratz running around it. He makes another save. Opens up to the middle of the court. Here's Benny on the left side, low running backhand. Here's Gaucheri on the rebote, put it inside. Benny, forehand, right on the wall. Aratz lets that one pass. Gaucheri turns it on the backhand. Benny attacking, takes it off the wall, the backhand. Opens up, stopped by Aratz. On the bounce, Benny up at the 9 again. Hard throw, crossing the sidewall. Gaucheri on the rebote save, puts it up the middle. Zulica, Costado inside. Aratz going to get out there, turning the rebote to 2-all. On the bounce, here's Benny from the outside. Low and hard. Aratz scooped it up. Backhand just as clear. Dropped in the corner. What a throw by Aratz. Zulica has the rebote wall to wall on the return. Gaucheri hard throw inside. Placement. Benny's there. Here's Aratz, backhand again, passing both Chargers. Zulica powers it up the middle. Gaucheri comes flying in. Another rebote over the top to the inside. Gaucheri comes cross court, lays it up. Zulica attacks the 2-wall, scooped up by Gaucheri. Gaucheri to the inside. Benny trying to get out there. He does before the second bounce. Looking for the carambola, stopped by Aratz. Aratz hard to the inside. Look at Benny. He's back in there, makes the scoop. Rebote left side, Gaucheri, it's a 2-wall, stopped by Zulica. Zulica powers it to the inside, and the rebote is missed.
To end any better than that. You don't get any better than that.
Point and set. Zulica and Benny take it 6-5. A minute and a half. We'll come back and play set 2.
That's the first set. My, oh my, what a play here. You see on the replay, Benny rushing out there, reaching out, gets it into his cesta. Beautiful control of that ball. Right up to the tip. Carambola. Aratz is there. Aratz gets it back to the inside. Both players moving. Benny, beautiful catch. Good composure. Here's the backhand. 2-all. Zulica makes a stop to the outside. Blasts it back to the inside. Powerful, powerful. And Aratz with one of his so few misses on the day at 5-5. Chargers take the first set. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're in our last match of the day. There you see the Chargers, Benny and Zulica. They're in the foreground. In the background, You see Goaga and Aratz. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Second set coming up here. Ready to begin in just a moment.
We are ready to begin. Set number 2. Goaga and Aratz serve to Zulica and Benny. There's a serve. Our second set begins. Great stop again. Goaga blasts the serve. Benny handles. Aratz backed up to the glass. Drops it inside. Here's Zulica. Crossing the sidewall low. Aratz comes away with it. Hard backhand. Riding the sidewall. Zulica turns to Rebote on the back end. Goaga. No running backhand. Benny's got another one. Benny ranging back forward at the 13 line. Hard to the inside. That clears the overhead screen. Goaga looking for it. The Filo off the Rebote. Scores. First point of our second set goes to the Renegades.
Zulica was kind of telegraphing, lingering a little bit center court at the 9 line. Goaga sees that. He'll blast it to the outside every time.
Benny handles another tough serve. Backhand to the inside. Just clearing. Rebote kept inside. Benny's there to scoop it up. Backhand, the low runner just above the pad. Aratz moves up, takes it in the air. Here's Benny now from the left side. The backhand opens up. Dropping between them. Sherry lays it up. Zulica able to get in there. Cuts it off in the air. Whips it inside. Aratz stopped it. Backhand. On the wall. Oh,
What
a
a
Magic
catch.
City bounce. Almost caught him in the face. He caught it in the cesta. There's one on the wall. One-handed scoop by Benny. What a play here by Benny in the backcourt. Goaga on the Rebote. Keeps it inside. Benny's got another one. Up at the 10 line. Higher and harder. This one's coming out. Goaga on the Rebote. Delivers it inside. Benny running with it. He makes a save. Fall down Rebote. Stopped overhead. Goaga whips another one inside. Benny lets it pass. Turns the Rebote on the back end. He gets it to Aratz in the backcourt. High, hard throw. Benny out of the way. Zulica, right side Rebote. Inside. What a save now by Aratz. Zulica into the costado and dropped the ball.
That was aggressive play by Zulica on that ball. He moved up on it aggressively, just in and out of the cesta. Goaga doing a, he's really just throwing the ball really hard off the serve. Benny handling every one of them.
Benny handles another serve high on the left side. What a catch. Aratz backhand from the 11 line. Wall to wall. Rebote is coming out. Zulica makes a beautiful save. Goaga just does get out to it. Drops it above the pad. Zulica attacking on the forehand. Low and hard. Dropping. Aratz makes a diving save. Comes out to the forehand as Zulica looking for the 3 wall. What a catch. Aratz leaping grab. Benny from the left side gets it back to Aratz. His backhand sticks inside for Benny. Aratz from the left side again. Backhand to the inside. Benny lets it drop. Zulica turns to Rebote. Big bouncer to the inside. Aratz gets out to the 9 line. All he can do is lay it up. Zulica attack, couldn't get to it. Here's Benny on the backcourt. Puts it inside. Aratz makes another save. Zulica now up at the 4 line. The split placement caught in the air by Zulica. By Gaucheri, rather. The 2-wall scores. Gaucheri and Aratz lead 3-0.
Powerful throw here by
This
Zulica
catch,
on the
I mean,
replay.
Look at it.
Aratz.
Breaks the wrist, controls it. That's unbelievable.
Beautiful catch by Aratz.
Oh, Benny handles another great serve. Big backhand. Gaucheri up at the 5 line, turns it inside. Benny's got another one. Shots from the 12, keeps it inside. Benny reaching up overhead, the backhand. Clearing the overhead screen once more. Zulica on the rebote, on the bounce. That kicked up, it's missed. Be no shutout here. Zulica and Benny on the board with their first point of our second set.
Once again, a reminder, the scoring: first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. An amazing first set. Really well played first set there by both the Renegades and Chargers here. Second set, Gaucheri and Aratz with an impressive lead.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. And he tipped it as it crossed the side wall. Renegades open up the lead back to 3 points. They serve.
Yeah, Benny's catch, he's been solid. He's got to shake that one off.
What a catch again there by Benny, crossing the side wall deep in the backcourt. Backhand to the inside. Benny keeps it on the left side. This one right on the wall. Relote comes shooting out. Gaucheri makes a save, drops it inside. Benny on the bounce. Up at the 9 line, forehand crossing the side wall. Scooped up by Aratz deep in the backcourt. Relote left side. This one a big bouncer. Benny controls another one on the forehand. Hard to the inside. Aratz stops it. Aratz wall-to-wall from the left side. Zulica on the rebote. Turns it, catching 3 walls. Gaucheri makes a save. Zulica attacking. Fake to Costano. Puts it inside. Aratz takes it off the side wall. The backhand 2 wall. Oh, that's close. And that's going to land in. Yeah, I mean, saw where it landed, Stu. You can get a good look at it. And, yeah, that's going to be just inside the boundary line. Not worthy of a challenge because they could see it.
Yeah.
It was the wrong team that would have had the challenge, so I apologize.
They lost their challenge, so.
Yeah, that was thrown by the Renegades, but I think they agree. Makes it pretty easy when the ball leaves a spot right there and the judge is standing there. 5-1 lead, Gaucheri and Aratz looking to force a third set. In and out of the basket, that serve goes. The ace sends it 6-1. Gaucheri and Aratz force a third set coming up in a minute and a half.
Interesting thing about a third set here in Battle Court is it's now still anyone's game. First at 6 points is going to win this match.
Absolutely, Stu. Gaucheri and Aratz, you figured they were going to have some sort of comeback. They responded in the second set. 6-1. Not many lengthy rallies either. Some great catches by both of these young backcourters. I look at this backhand two-on. I mean, we say close. It doesn't get much closer than this. Yeah, the thing about that spot.
You can see part of the white spot.
Yeah, we don't have a great.
We don't know if any of that touched the line. We don't. We see that part that at least most of it was good, but they don't have a challenge one way or the other.
Right, but given the official was looking at it, pointed to the spot, if he sees that spot and says, hey, that ball touched a bit of the line, at that point he could have changed the call. But there wasn't any argument from the Chargers, so it had to have been good.
Good enough.
Good enough.
We saw the white spot in the court.
Yeah. And that's a tough spot. I mean, you talk about the challenges, too. I mean, there's some spots on the court where it's a little bit easier. That one would have been difficult to overturn, even if they did have a challenge remaining. Used it in the first set. Didn't go their way. Second set coming up here. Sorry, second set. No, it's a third set, Stu. Will decide this match. Game day on the line here. Chargers with a chance to tie it up if they can get to 6 points first. We begin our third set with an underserve. Second serve coming up for Zulica. Second serve there is good. Here's the backhand of the inside. Robote dropped inside. Aratz takes it in. Here's Benny. Backhand sticks inside. Aratz takes in another one. Back at the 12 line. Robote coming out. Zulica powers it to the inside. Osheri on the Robote. Drops it. Zulica coming cross court. Low running backhand, goes Sherry on a knee, makes the save. Zulica has it overhead. Just going to try to drop the backhand inside. Aratz steps up. Here's Benny now. Backhand, wall to wall. Robote. Forehand, drop to the inside. Zulica up at the 6th line, gets there in plenty of time. This backhand passes again, goes Sherry all alone, looking for the Robote. High bounce to the inside. Benny runs under it. Low running backhand. Aratz gets out there, makes the save from the right side. Zulica on the bounce. Forehand, low and hard. Aratz backing up. He scooped it up. Here's Benny now. Low runner to the inside. Goes Sherry, stops it. Backhand. To the outside, off the Robote. That is outside the court. Goes Sherry and Aratz on the board first in our third and decisive set.
The unforced error. Outside placement attempt lands wide.
Benny, what a catch. That serve came crossing back at the 12 line. Here's Aratz again. Backhand, sticks on the wall. Here's Benny. Rolte left side. This one opens up to the middle of the court. Benny on the costado, inside placement. Aratz backing up, stops it on the bounce. Forehand over the top, Zulica attacking, cut it off low. Split placement, Aratz got out there in plenty of time. The forehand to the inside, Benny running around it. He makes the save, but sent it up in the overhead screen. That is out of play. 2 points. Sherry and Aratz serving here in our third and decisive set.
I have to say that on any team, and the split placement works really well, Aratz probably stops it better than anyone else in the league.
on the backhand to the inside, just out of reach of Gaucheri, but he turns to Rebote on the back end. Benny stops it overhead. Forehand, hard throw. On the inside, here's Rebote. Zulica cut it off low with the backhand. Aratz got out there, makes the save to the outside. That's going to land out of play. Zulica and Benny get on the board, their first point of our third set.
Ball sailing just wide.
To the inside, Gaucheri, Costado, high placement, picked off the sidewall. Here's Benny, backhand. On the numbers again, Aratz comes charging in. Well, Benny, great catch. Slows it down on the backhand. Aratz back there in the corner beyond the 13 line. Benny again, back at the 13. This one a little higher off the front wall. Aratz letting that one pass Gaucheri. Turns the Rebote. Zulica on the bounce. Makes the catch, backhand just out of reach. Gaucheri backing on the inside, makes the save. Benny runs under it, not gonna let that ball bounce. Big backhand, in the corner, here's Aratz. Aratz back there at the 12 line, hard throw to the inside. Benny reaching in, stops it. Opens up on the corner, dropping low, Aratz makes the play. Just riding the sidewall, Benny lets that one come out. Zulica powers the Rebote, picked off in the air by Aratz. Zulica again, aggressive call. Pops it inside, that's well placed. Gaucheri on the backhand, turns the Rebote. Leaping grab by Zulica, here's the backhand, passing to the inside. Rebote forehand, a little lower. Benny on the Rebote, switching from left to right. Gaucheri though attacking, hard to the inside again, that will score. 3-1 lead for the Renegades.
Sherry usually goes to the outside with those. Zulica was ready for it. Back to the sidewall, crossing the sidewall. Perfectly tough, pick up there for Benny, not able to make it.
Benny handles the serve and gets the backhand off in time. This one floating to the outside. Gaucheri rips it. Benny missed the scoop. The Rebote is saved on the back end. Rebote forehand. Hard throw. Gaucheri running with it. Gets back there at the 10 line. Lays it up. On the bounce in front of Zulica. Stops it. Low and hard back to the inside. Aratz makes a good save. Rebote's coming out. Benny high to the inside. Aratz cuts it off. Benny now keeps it inside. Gaucheri patiently waiting for the Rebote. Keeps it close to the sidewall. Benny now. Gaucheri, good reflex. Cuts it off. Hard throw again. Back to the left side of Benny. Wall to wall. Zulica running with it. Turns it low and hard. Aratz stops it on the bounce. Forehand dropped inside. Benny with a great catch, crossing. Benny backed up there at the 12 line. Hard to the inside, another Rebote. Gaucheri drops it inside. Benny takes it in the air. Rebote again. Zulica powers it over the top. Aratz scooped it up. Benny now ranging back, makes the catch back at the 13 line. Gaucheri attacking. Hard to the inside again. Benny makes another catch. Here's backhand, little low runner. Gaucheri calls him off, makes a save. Big bounce on the 2 walls. Zulica cuts it off. Hard throw up the middle. Aratz scooped it. Benny flying catch, crashes into the sidewall and gets it to pass. Well done. Here's Gaucheri again. Rebote to the inside. There's the save. Again, dropped in the corner. Zulica on a knee. That just does clear. Sherry again. Hard to the inside. Benny reaching up high on the bounce. The forehand from the 9 line. On the inside again. Catching 3 walls. Go Sherry makes a save. Aratz to the inside. Hard throw. Here's a rebote. Forehand. Zulica makes it. Crosses the sign wall again. Forward goes Sherry. Zulica attacking. Over the 6 line. The backhand. Catching the corner. Aratz stops it. Benny from the 11 line. Keeps it up the middle. And he takes it off the wall. Hard backhand throw. Not going to get past Aratz. Nice grab in the corner. Back quarters trading here. Benny now from the left side. Here's Zulica. Three-wall play. Middle of the court. Zulica powers it low and hard. Aratz scoops up another one. Here's the backhand. Back beyond the 13 line. Stopped by Benny. Benny with the low runner. Puts it on the wall. Goes Sherry. Makes the save on the backhand. Zulica coming cross court. Backhand. On the wall again. Zulica into the drop shot. Aratz attacking. Full sprint. He gets up there. The backhand passes. Zulica to the inside. No Sherry comes into the backcourt now. Drops it just above the pad. Benny gets up there before the second bounce. Low running backhand. Stopped in the air. Aratz has it. A backhand 2 wall. That is thrown too wide. What a point. That goes to the Chargers. Zulica and Benny have 2. They serve.
That was some point. Zulica pointing at his arm. We need a 5-minute timeout.
Yeah, Zulica. See, he felt something there, and they're going to come over here with the Theragun. Try to loosen that up here as the 5-minute injury timeout. Again, Zulica dealing with, that right shoulder right there. Earlier in the season, he was grabbing at it. Look at this, another replay of the backhand 2 wall, and immediately Zulica pointed. Yeah, get another look here. Well wide on that backhand 2 wall attempt, but take a look here. That's actually a terrific replay. I think this was back on the backhand 2 wall. I mean, the ball has to land completely in the court. Do you see any white touching red? No, I don't.
No, that's in. That's a great. That's the right call.
That's a terrific camera angle right there.
Yeah,
great work by the replay crew.
And good initial call by the judge.
Great initial call. That's what I'm saying. You know, if it's right there and you can see it, I mean, that's easy enough to change. You look at it, it touched a little bit of red, but back judge was adamant. Replay confirmed it.
Again, we're in the middle of an injury timeout here for Zulica within the 5 minutes. He has to decide whether or not he can continue or not. Pain in his throwing arm. Had the Theragun on it before. Putting his helmet back on.
Yeah. A lot of left.
Can't imagine he's doing that to leave.
It looks like he's making his way back out to the court. We'll continue here. 2 points for Zulica and Benny. Go Sherry and Aratz lead 3-2 though. Zulica and Benny have the serve in our third and decisive set.
Zulica has determined he can continue.
That is an underserve. Second serve coming up. Right to the inside. Benny picks it off the sidewall. Hard backhand. Here's Aratz back there at the 13 line. Hard throw. Picked off overhead by Benny. Aratz takes it off the sidewall. Backhand, stopped by Benny. Big backhand. Robote forehand, back over the top by Zulica. Gaucheri in perfect position, makes another save. Zulica reaching in to cut it off. Backhand, the low runner. Aratz out of the way. Gaucheri comes back for the Robote. Robote there by Gaucheri. On the wall, Benny goes up for it on the right side. Robote left side again. He stops another one on the bounce from the 10 line. Hard throw to the inside. Right at the feet of Aratz. Gaucheri turns on the Robote. Then he takes it on the outside, low and hard. It's a three-wall play. Aratz lays it up. Zulica on the bounce attacking. Floor line to the inside. Aratz takes out a tough Robote. Zulica again keeps the pressure on, this time to the inside. Aratz scooped it up. Here's Benny, backhand to the inside, picked off again by Aratz, right on the numbers. Benny steps up, caught it low on the left side, the backhand opens up. Comes out to the middle of the court, Gaucheri turns it right back to Benny, and it's missed. 4-2 lead for Gaucheri and Aratz. Fatigue certainly a factor now in this third set. I mean, these backcourters are working hard. I mean, Aratz. Neither foot on the ground, and he scooped it up.
Beautiful catch by Aratz.
Zulica picked the serve, whips it inside. Aratz makes another save. Backhand just out of reach. Here's Robote. On the left side. He makes the save. Benny with the scoop. In and out of the basket it goes. 5 points for the Renegades. A possible set. And a possible match point leading 5-2.
That high scoop on the left side.
Powerful serve is an ace. That will end it. Point set and a hard fought match going to Gaucheri and Aratz of the Renegades, winning the final 2 sets 6-1, 6-2. Renegades take the game day post-game show coming up in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
one. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point
win.
set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, Then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Player of the day for the Renegades. Started off in that singles match. You dropped the first set 6-2 to Benny. What's going through your mind trying to get back out and refocus yourself for sets 2 and 3?
Well, I think that he played perfect on the first set. He was throwing shots and all the shots were in. So I tried to keep calm, keep fighting, and then on the second and the third, it was really tough, but at the end I won and I'm happy for that.
And now your Renegades, after the performance today, you guys have a 3.5 point lead over the Warriors for first place. How do you maintain that spot in the standings and get the overall number 1?
Yeah, I think that we fight on every single game day, so we have to keep it like that. We have 2 game days left against the Fireballs, and our goal is to end on the first position and then fight again on the playoffs.
Awesome, Goaga. 2-0 today. He is our player of the day. We'll get the replay started with Stu in just a moment. Stu?
And we have replays here from a fantastic evening of Jai-Alai. Two-wall by Benny scoring well. First matchup of the evening for Benny and Goaga. Goaga playing decidedly well. Beautiful catch by Benny here on the quick bounce back at the 10 line, and that carom from the side wall. Tough to throw. Very well done.
You see starting there in set number 2, started to open up a couple more shots. Very well done right there, getting the carom by. We just heard from Goaga saying, you know, Benny played well. You just got to stay in it and stay focused, and he did just that here in the second set. Look at this play. Makes a great catch, but Goaga from the outside opens up for another carom.
Absolutely. Goaga is one of these players you can't just kind of like throw it in his vicinity and hope that it works out.
High to the inside, dropping low, and just missed there by Benny. Brought us to a third set, and in that third set, Goaga here, inside placement on the board first. And again to the inside, Benny trying to get back there for the rebote, trying to make the save, just dropped it into the top part of the pad. Took 3 sets, but Goaga, the Renegades on the board first with the opening point of the game day. That brought us to second division doubles here. Go Sherry and Ben against Iturbide and Ubia.
And Iturbide having a difficult time getting things started the way
Yes,
we've seen consistently throughout spring 2024 Battle Court. This first match, things just weren't working out for him. Ball coming close to the back wall, just out of reach. And Go Sherry just dominating the way we're used to seeing him dominate out here.
It's hard to throw the outside, but
out of play.
Just landing wide. First set going there too. The Renegades coming back here to second set to the middle of the court. You see just tipped there by Ubia. Here's Go Sherry winding up the serve. Yeah, Iturbide trying to make something happen. knocked it down in the service box. The ace ends it because Sherry and Ben, their 7th win of the year. And then 3rd division doubles up next. Goaga and Arta taking on Zulica and Bradley.
So the communication and what we see resulting from it between Bradley and Iturbide has been spot on. Not the same with Zulica and Bradley. Just not been able to get anything going. Whereas with Goaga and Arta, they were spot on in this match. Bradley having a little bit more difficulty catching than we're used to seeing. Had some decidedly good plays, and a couple other where he just couldn't make anything happen.
Yeah, see, I mean, and we talked about his catching, a little bit streaky, not his best day today, but Goaga, I mean, attacking, crossing the sidewall low, not much you can do with that shot. That's really well done by the opposing front quarter. This one dropping in the corner. See Zulica trying to make the save and just couldn't time it up.
Arta had a pretty good day today. Balls like this one thrown beautifully on the sidewall to score. Very well done.
Straight set victory there for the Renegades. Goaga and Arta. At that point, was all Renegades, 4 points already on the game day. And Aratz got started off very nicely in this opening set here. You see good 2-all there by Iturbide, but many more highlights here for Iturbide, the Chargers, in sets 2 and 3. Look at Aratz here.
Aratz is just so tough to beat. He's got all these shots that he breaks out basically whenever he wants to.
Aratz again, the 2-all. So well done. And Iturbide started to turn it on here in the second set. Aratz committed to the backcourt, couldn't make the catch. Started off with an early point. See here the inside placement. Look at that catching. So good. Placement to the inside, perfectly on the wall. Aratz again going for the long drop shot, but as you say, not droppy enough. Hard to the inside. Another look at it.
By Iturbide.
What a great catch that was. Pulling it off the sidewall, neither foot on the ground. Again, now into the third set, turning a 2-wall off the rebote to score. His teammates, see all the Renegades there behind him. Certainly like that one. But Iturbide continued to fight. Look at that scoop. Beautiful backhand to the inside. Look at this. Sets up the rebote, attacks into the costado. 2-all, 2-score. And again, on the bounce, this time in front of him, makes the catch, 2-all. That one scoring for the win.
That's a bit more of the Iturbide that we're used to seeing so far in 2024. Then we got to the what we like to call the fun match, because they are fun.
Just moving over here, I believe. Match number 5, yeah, Joseph and Arta taking on Barba and Ubia.
And again, this one went 3 sets. Split placement there by Arta. And it very consistently, even though it went 3 sets, it looked like this was going to go the direction of the Renegades again. Barba and Ubia, who have been playing pretty good together, just weren't able to get a rhythm going. Barba had a couple misses, and Arta had been spot on.
Backhand to the inside here. Look at this. This was at 5-5 at the end of the second set.
Such a bold shot.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
just such a bold shot. Very smart throw by Barba. Split placement. You said it before. Joseph had to take 2-3 steps forward and catch that one in the air. Barba, that's one that's well within his ability to make the catch. Yeah, obviously frustrating.
A couple mistakes both ways in that that third set to begin. See, missed there by Arta on the outside. That was one he'd certainly like to have back, trying to run around it. Maybe it would have been an easier right-sided catch. Look at the scoop here. Oh, Barba had Ubia coming in behind him.
If Ubia wanted that, had to call him off. But Ubia basically, I think, telling him it's all right.
Yeah.
Look at this catch. Don't get closer to the back wall than that.
Great look at it, then Arta with a tip ball. You see the celebration there by Barba. Great match. Had to take 3 sets to decide it, but it's the Chargers that come back and win the final 2. Brought the game day scoreline with him, 1.5 points. A chance for the Chargers to tie things up. If Zulica and Benny can get the win, they played great in that opening set.
They really did. And got to 5-5 in this first set off tremendous play by all four players. But Goaga and Aratz, arguably the best team in Battle Court. That's been proven out over the course of several seasons.
Look at that stop right on the tip, forehand over the top.
What a catch.
Oh, good
The catch was great,
yeah.
but the thrower just couldn't put two together. The first set, Chargers looked fine. Second set, really the Renegades ran away with it. And then the third set, Zulica had basically thrown his arm out by that point. And both Zulica and Benny just kind of seemed out of gas. Benny made some spectacular plays in the back just like this. Goaga fine save there at the side wall. It's balls like this that you need to be able to score on. But Aratz, if he doesn't catch it coming at him, he turns the rebote. So few misses.
Yeah, I mean, look at that combination. Makes a diving rebote and then makes the catch on the outside. Look at this one.
Just a beautiful catch. Maintains control without juggling.
Beautifully done. A couple looks at that one. And here from the back. And then look at these serves coming in. Benny did a great job.
Benny really did. He took most of the serves away from Goaga.
Yeah. But you see here late in the third set, hard at the inside. Aratz, look at that. What a scoop.
Just spot on there at the side wall. Very well done.
See here, is that the final serve? Yeah, coming in high, crossing the side wall. That's a tough one. What a way to end it. Goaga and Aratz. They had to come back, Stu. They won the final two sets to come back and win that match. The Renegades come away with 5.5 points on the game day. The Chargers just 2.5. And with those points, Stu, the Renegades are back in first place in our standings. Let's take a look at where all 6 of our teams stack up here, and you see the Renegades up at the top there. Was that 65.5 points, 3.5 clear of the Warriors, and that rightmost column for the top 3 teams is dead even.
Yep.
Warriors, Renegades, and Chargers have 2 game days remaining this year, so that's a good look at the top 3 teams in our standings as we move towards the last couple of game days, Stu. We've already taken care of the player of the day for today. Again, that was Goaga. Great play
did a great
overall
job today. Solid play in both of his matches.
And winner in the singles match and also in that doubles match. And all we have to say is we're going to be back tomorrow, Stu. Pretty quick post-game show today. Devils and Warriors will be in action. We got Olharan and Douglas getting us started with that singles match, and Hyro and Rock take on Correa and Manny. CRB and Robin against Williams and Julian. Williams and Julian still undefeated, Stu, looking to get to 9-0. Then Urbieta takes on Manny, 3rd division singles. Then Olharan and CRB against Correa and Nicholas. We will close out the day with the 2nd division doubles, Hyro and Urbieta against Douglas and Julian. Stu and I will be back here on the call tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Eastern time for the Devils and Warriors. Until then, enjoy your night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, 5 p.m.
Hyro, do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!